Smoking gelato right now, you know what I'm talking about?
It's Xavier Jordan.
$12 blunt. I wanna be the richest nigga in the room. Got it out the mud, ain't hear no silver spoon. The really nigga in the room. Got it out the block, I came a long way from a goon. The richest nigga in the room. The really nigga in the room. My shit. The really nigga in the room. The richest nigga in the room. My nigga in the room before I knew where I was at. We were catching Nobly, I was on the block chasing stacks. I was in the schoolhouse, had that scrap in my backpack. Teacher get on the nigga ass, fuck it, I'm skipping class. Ayy, back to the block, I'm back to the hood, it's back to the bacon, nigga. Back to the bacon. Now I ain't playing, I ride with the K, and it's all safety, nigga. The richest nigga in the room without a bank account. The realest nigga when I move, XL battery. I ain't gotta shout, ain't gotta make no noise. I just make one phone call and hit on my boy. You know yo come through in that 2-seat. He got Vino with him, that boy got 2 hits. I just hit Lil Savage up, he blowing reefer. City got a new plug and he cheap. He Sosa just shot me a test, got what I wanted. Told him pull up, I got cash, don't do no front. I wanna be the richest nigga in the room. Got it out the mud, ain't hear no silver spoon. The really nigga in the room. Got it out the block, I came a long way from a goon. The richest nigga in the room. The really nigga in the room. My shit. The really nigga in the room. The richest nigga in the room. My move. The really nigga in the room and I ain't got a lot. Nigga crawl a can, he gotta die. Put that on Mom Deuce, you know that I'm sorry. Shout out to that Deuce, my little nigga bloody. Still in the mound with some folks, nigga. In my crib, niggas cut throats, nigga. You know what the bid, come and get a boat. I got gas, I got Reggie, I got blow. In the summertime, I'm still serving snow. DJ for the high, I don't do the low. Can with the move if it make a profit. That boy coming brown, so we call it block. Steak props, ABM, but the team's the rock. I'm like Shaq to these youngins, I still get the blocks. All these bitches jockey, whole team fly like choppers. And we came with choppers, keep big legs just like whoppers. I wanna be the richest nigga in the room. Got it out the mud, ain't hear no silver spoon. The really nigga in the room. Got it out the block, I came a long way from a goon. The richest nigga in the room. The really nigga in the room. My shit. The really nigga in the room. The richest nigga in the room. My move.
Stop a nigga like me, nigga. You never be fly as me, nigga. I used to bust down a P, nigga. Just to run up me some cheese, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it blood on my Fendi buckle.
Drips on my nigga, codeine in my liver. I'm smoking that fruit in my pedal like Skittles. Bonding you niggas won't pick up my drip. Bust down the bell like school dismissal. Just caught a bum, no missile. Nigga try to do me, I'm healer. You know I ain't lying, no symbol. Money with bitches that simple. Bowls in the kitchen, no dishes. All about bread like Jiffy. Clumsy with the weed, I'm tripping. Shawty got it for the low, let's get it.
Get in the guapo. Nigga, we passing like Rondo. OJ in that Bronco. We smoking gelato. Nigga, we smoking that game. The bitch with the ass. She ride like 6 Flames. We counting the game. Nigga, I fuck him, you love him. My nigga, I'm a hustler. Get cake like a muffin. Hot in the oven. Ace money got brains. Nigga, we popping them tails. Nigga, pull up in that chain. She in love with the swag. Thank God for the blessing. Blue sheets, salad dressing. Juggy finessing. Fucked her in second.
Don't shit stop a nigga like me, nigga. You never be fly as me, nigga. I used to bust down a P, nigga. Just to run up me some cheese, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it blood on my Fendi buckle. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Hey, I look like I'm worth about $1 million. I'm loaded my sweat through the ceiling. I got this shit off of drug dealing. Rats all on me like I came out the bank. We turned up, he just broke out of paint. Told my engineer don't turn it down. Toss it to blue, told him break it down. Back to back rolling up out of pound. Got some little gangs to come out the mouth. Shoot around me when I'm out of town. Soon as I hit him, it got around. Fuck all these niggas who doubted us. Bitch, I went 4 years without a fuck. I do not give a fuck, no nigga killing us. I know you broke, you ain't feeling us. My life expensive, I live it up. These niggas wishing I give it up. Still the same shit, I can't switch it up. These niggas bitches, they switching up. Gucci the lure, I switch it up. Rags, packs, switch it up. Run it up, run it up. Your life ain't worth shit but $100. 4-0 don't pull up without it. No limit, we bout it. Strong, got it, clouded. Nigga, come through in the out it. Don't shit stop a nigga like me, nigga. You never be fly as me, nigga. I used to bust down a P, nigga. Just to run up me some cheese, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it blood on my Fendi buckle. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. I look like I'm worth about $1 million. I'm loaded my sweat through the ceiling. I got this shit off of drug dealing.
Bankroll full of dead presidents. Hey, I get that check, it was evident. Name ring a bell like an ambulance. Pray for a lick, it was heaven sent. Finna go down like an avalanche.
Pulling the pin, fucking the friend. She sucking again, I'm ballin' like this. I'm talking about dunking, you niggas be bluffing. Swish. I fucked up for nothing, get hit like concussion. Follow my nigga, drizzle my nigga. We smoking on Zitto, this shit be so simple.
Presidential rolling, presidential continental, and 2 freaky foreign bitches. Smoking that presidential Obama. I'm smoking straight out the cone with it. Purple and yellow, that Kobe. 20 shots on me, Ginobili. I'm Michael Jordan, you can't hold me. Don't make me air you like a slowly. Pockets don't tell me, these dead man. Trying me and you a dead man. I got indicted for president. I think I'm a run for election year.
Presidents. Bankroll full of dead presidents. Hey, I get that check, it was evident. Name ring a bell like an ambulance. Pray for a lick, it was heaven sent. Finna go down like an avalanche. President. All I smoke is president. Yeah, my campaign is election time. Best thing going, yeah, I'm next in line. Key 2 phone, need an extra line. Been through the struggle, it's time to shine. Roll up the weed and I light it. Spark up the dope and ignite it. This shit cost me Leonidas. Blowing it strong like a titan. My pill got a V that's a Viking. Needs a purr with the yellow, a Viking. Presidential rolling no brightly. Cinnamon roll, they been ice. Knock off the top like a Kennedy. They're so wanted to enemies. Ready for war like I'm George Bush. You niggas joke like you Donald Trump. Cause that red hair like McDonough hair. I keep a pet, need Obamacare. I'm dropping born like Osama there. I don't give a fuck if your mama there. Just call me Trey Baby. They label me underrated. Beans got me rolling, I'm skating. Go in first, take no debate. Skid town with your hoe, now you bailiff. Like Steven, I keep me A. Smith. You can get on with that fake shit. Whipping that dope like some cake mix. Presidents. Bankroll full of dead presidents. Hey, I get that check, it was evident. Name ring a bell like an ambulance. Pray for a lick, it was heaven sent. Finna go down like an avalanche. President. All I smoke is president. Yeah, my campaign is election time. Best thing going, yeah, I'm next in line. Key 2 phone, need an extra line. Been through the struggle, it's time to shine. Presidents. Bankroll full of dead presidents. Hey, I get that check, it was evident. Name ring a bell like an ambulance. Pray for a lick, it was heaven sent. Finna go down like an avalanche. President. All I smoke is president. Yeah, my campaign is election time. Best thing going, yeah, I'm next in line. C24 need the extra line. Been through the struggle, it's time to shine. Presidents.
All of my niggas been trippin'. Trippin', see, all of my niggas been trippin'. So your ass off it trippin', so your ass without the plastic. Man, I got a house to store, damn, my niggas been trippin'. Got a 9-to-5 nigga, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Trappin', see, all of my niggas been trappin'. So your ass off it trappin', so your ass without the plastic, damn. If you got a 9-to-5, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Nigga about to body off the speed. This shit need a gas.
Came from the corner, nigga. Bustin' pounds of marijuana, nigga. I just came from Arizona, nigga. Went to Denver, ran across the plug. Way back in 10, I was selling drugs. I'm a street nigga, get plenty love. Fucked out some rats with my Fendi plug. Still tryna run up a Bentley truck. Back in the day, I was getting it up. Now every day, nigga, live it up. I ain't make shit off this rap shit. I'm in the trap with the lemon squeeze. Bitch, I came up off of selling peas. I know some niggas who copping keys. I know some niggas that were trapping, nigga. Now they locked up and they copping pleas. Bustin' jug while I'm in the street. These Gucci's on a nigga feet. If I'm broke, then I can't sleep. Run it up, bitch, I gotta eat. I know these niggas can't take me. Never let no nigga make me. Never let no bitch break me. Never let no nigga ape me.
Trippin', see, all of my niggas been trippin'. So your ass off it trippin', so your ass without the plastic. Man, I got a house to store, damn, my niggas been trappin'. Got a 9-to-5 nigga, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Trappin', see, all of my niggas been trappin'. So your ass off it trappin', so your ass without the plastic. Damn, if you got a 9-to-5, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Holla Lucimo, if you need Simo. Yeah, he'll make a nigga tuck that chain like he Debo. You niggas saving hoes a hero. We just take money like Cheeto. Take a couple shots, you niggas can't block. I just call that shit a ficto. Damn, I just kill a beat every damn time. Murder this shit, man, this shit is a crime. Snow this boy up, man, they call it a line. TOE, man, you know, mouth in my prime. Man, this beat, man, this shit murder. True to the game, you see murder. Jump up over the game like a herder. Push heels off in your back like a turtle. This shit is murder, we straight back to kill it. Hell yeah, every nigga that I'm grilling. Everybody that I'm with, that I'm grilling. Every nigga get the cheese and they willing. You can catch me at the BP. Get your binoculars, see me. Hell yeah, hands up, it's a touchdown, little nigga, a TD. Bitch. Trappin', see, all of my niggas been trappin'. So your ass off it trappin', so your ass without the plastic. Man, I got a house to store, damn, my niggas been trappin'. Got a 9-to-5 nigga, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Trappin', see, all of my niggas been trappin'. So your ass off it trappin', so your ass without the plastic. Damn, if you got a 9-to-5, what you call that shit, that's trappin'. Nigga about to body off the beat, this shit need a casket. Damn.
See, sometimes you gotta make decisions.
Which one you gonna do?
C-Mo the motherfucking
you gotta make
down.
the good
You did.
and the bad. I be like, I
Fuck what a
might
nigga
do
say.
this.
Watch what he do.
I might do that.
Either he is a yank. Make your best move, your next move. You did. I might just do me a sec. I might just get this shit gone. I might just fuck on your bitch real quick and send it back home. I might just call up the plug. You know what, if it ain't about money, it ain't no love. I might just pull me a move. I just might mask up and told me a truth. I just might call up the plug. You know if it ain't about money, it ain't no love. I might just
What up?
Hey, H Money.
JFL, what's happening? Terence Crawford, the new Terence Crawford, undisputed welterweight champion, two-time undisputed. He knocked out Errol Spence. He knocked him out. Look at his face. Look at the picture on the screen. Look at that nigga, bruh. Look at that nigga. Look what Crawford did to that nigga.
Was the dog fight of all dog fights, man, or was it what Crawford said he's gonna set out to do? You know what I mean? I see how Ben said. You know what I mean?
Crawford ripped his head off. He ripped his head off. Crawford is the best ever. He the best ever.
You know what I stand at when it came to these two. You know what I mean? And even on fight night, I still had no picks, Ace Money, but I always say the skill set and the mindset of this fight was a meaningful night. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I stay consistent with my talks, bro. And I always gotta give salute and 10 toes down salute. You know what I mean? For making the fight happen. So boxing won on that note. And the best man won that night, man.
Okay. Hey, what you think about that picture on the screen? What you think about the picture on the screen? What you think about this picture on the screen? Errol Spence, battered, bloody. You know what I'm saying?
Battered, bro.
That don't look like Errol Spence. That must be somebody else. That ain't Errol Spence, bro.
I mean, I know how you look when he fought Porter. Now we know how you look when he fought Crawford.
Yeah, we know how he looked when he fought Danny Garcia. Usually he would do this to people. Usually he had people's face looking like that. But this time, his face looking like that, bro. He got his ass whooped, bro. He got his ass beat, bro. I don't think I've ever seen an ass whooping like that, bro. That nigga looking like Michael Jackson off a Thriller right there, my nigga. That's exactly what it looked like, nigga.
Oh man.
This nigga look like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was black back in the days, nigga, before the surgery and shit, nigga.
And we know better million what it was. You know what I mean? So you know how far this fight go back, you know what I'm saying? It grew up to this point, and congratulations to Boy Crawford, man. Now I'm saying still defend. As Errol Spence also defend. So yeah, I mean that's a honorable thing to do, but I don't know the next move of these fighters right now. So it is definitely a shock value.
It's talking about a rematch, but I don't believe Errol Spence deserves a rematch with that one-sided ass whooping, bro. There's no point of a rematch, bro. He got whooped, bro. He can't fuck with Crawford, bro.
Now you know how I do Ace Money when it comes to rematches, and it has to be substantial to be type of talks when it comes to rematch. But since this is a one-sided situation, unexpectedly, you know what I mean? I can see how Porter won a rematch, but I can't say Crawford and Spence should be a rematch. I'm like, it's a one-sided. Yeah, it's one-sided situation, bro. So you gotta keep it moving.
We got more smoke out there. We got fighters out there that that fight was too easy. Now Crawford, he looking for a tougher challenge. He already knocked out Errol Spence. Errol Spence was easy work. He need a real challenge. Bring on Boots. Bring on Tim Tszyu. Bring on Charlo. Bring on Keith Thurman. Danny Garcia, bro. We need a real fight. We want Danny Garcia.
Man, you know what I'm saying. You know where I stand at with that one, man. And
I need I need that, cuz. Straight up, Crawford and Danny, cuz.
Hear me out on this one, though. Fights come back around as always.
Yeah, it depends on what weight class. Just like a boomerang.
You hear me? Ace Money. So I'm saying even prior to Spence and Boy Crawford, it was opponents prior to this matchup here. But hey, if you want to get to it after the fact or double back, hey, it's free smoke. Always.
Facts. Always. Free smoke for life, nigga.
Defend.
Mm-hmm.
As a champ should, right?
Yeah, okay, like a true champion. Exactly, bro. So, you know, what's next for Terence Crawford? Because he already knocked out Errol Spence. He beat Errol Spence every round in that fight and whooped his ass the whole fight, bro. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even competitive. Errol Spence didn't win one round in that fight, bro. Not even one round.
Who were you to say he's money competitive, bro? Now, going into this fight, bro, Spence had a competitive edge when it came to Ugas, man. That had me sitting down like, okay, if he done that to Ugas, I wonder what Crawford would do to Ugas. But that's neither here or there. I mean, fight was made. But going into this fight, man, you know, we had to say Spence was gonna make it competitive because that's what he's known for. He went to 12 with majority of all his opponents. You know what I mean? So, and he also could
with
volume of
everybody
punches.
but Crawford. He won 12 rounds
Right?
with everybody
Yeah,
but Crawford.
we can officially say that currently.
Mm-hmm.
Officially. You know what I mean? So, and guess what? I'm still saying Spence, even after Crawford, you still got free smoke with you in my shadows with Keith Thurman, bruh.
Yup. Facts. He don't want to fight Keith Thurman, Spence. Spence don't want to fight Keith Thurman. He said Keith Thurman didn't give him a chance, so he not going to give Thurman a chance, bro.
You pass your opponent or you want to bypass opponents? Like, which one we doing?
Spence need to get back in line. He need to work his way back up to get a rematch after getting whooped like that, bro. You don't deserve a rematch with that type of performance, my nigga. Straight up, nigga.
So are we saying? I'm not saying Porter gonna come out of retirement, but hey, I still say that fight should on the table even with Porter. Run that one back. You know what I mean?
Porter wanted that rematch. That's another guy that wanted to fight Errol Spence. He called for that rematch, but they never gave it to him.
I mean, that's still
didn't want to give. He ducked that rematch with Sean Porter. He didn't want no more smoke with Sean Porter after that first fight.
That would have been a good joint to do, you know what I'm saying? But it's always in time, you know what I mean? Boxing is boxing, you know what I'm saying? And certain fights you gotta wait on, even if it comes to a run back.
So why we gotta wait on it? The fight is ready now. There's no point of waiting. They need to stop marinating these fights, nigga. We ain't making no motherfucking carne asada, nigga. We ain't making no motherfucking chicken. We don't need to marinate shit, nigga. Them fights is already they ready right now. Yeah, nigga.
You go straight to it. Go straight to the smoke with it.
Smoke. Word life. Them niggas ready right now.
Any talk about, you know what I mean? You feel as though Spence should move up?
That's what he said. He said he wants to move up. Yeah, he said he wants to move up. He said, I think he said that he wants to move up to 154. He wants the rematch at 154, but the first fight was at 147. How can Errol Spence dictate which weight the rematch is going to be at, bro? He is now the B-side. Spence looked so bad, he don't need a rematch. He needs to heal and chill. Facts. He needs to lick up his wounds. He needs to lick up his wounds, bro. That's what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying?
Don't you see?
Errol Spence. Chad Smoke. Errol Spence, he got fucked up. Errol Spence will never be the same fighter again, bro. He's done for, bro. He might as well retire. Crawford ended his career, bro. He sent that boy into retirement, just like he did Sean Porter, nigga. He done for. Spencer never come back, bro. He finished. Crawford ended his career, bro. Spence fans cry about it. Fanboys cry about it. You dick suckers. Bitch ass niggas, y'all love sucking dick so much. Y'all be on Errol Spence dick so much. Motherfucker, how about you suck my dick, motherfuckers? Errol Spence fanboys, since you always on your knees, bitch ass nigga.
You know my stance is. My thing is always give a fighter redemption. You know what I'm saying? Always give them an opportunity. It just comes with a certain opponent. You just know what it is now. And that night was a meaningful night, and that short of a rounds that it went to, and then those many knockdowns as it's shown. You know what I mean? We know what it is. And Crawford said what he set out to do, man, and he proved just that. So no excuses.
Killer Cam, the number one pound for pound, two-time undisputed. The first two-time undisputed with 4 belts. The best fighter in the world, the GOAT, Terence Crawford, straight GOAT, nigga. Yeah. Talk your shit, pop off, my nigga.
No, I was saying I went back and I was watching film breakdowns on it, and man, but EJ reached so fucking much. Like he
overcommitting, overcommitting with his punches.
And look, he reached when he goes to the body. He reached when he throws his jab. He reaches when he switches levels. Like he reaches all over the place. And Crawford,
Bro.
every time he reached, he took advantage of it. It was a 1-2 or a 2-1.
He was overcommitting. EJ was overcommitting. Antonio Tarver did an interview yesterday. Antonio Tarver said that Errol Spence had 0 defense in that fight. Yeah. And then Antonio Tarver brought up a good point, bro. I'm not making excuses.
When every time he overcommitted, when he switched levels, when he tried to attack the body, Bud would push him with it off his lead foot, push him off balance, and then 1-2 his ass.
It was way stronger than him. He manhandled him. He manhandled him, tossing him around, pushing him around, nigga. He doing whatever he wanted to do with him. But Antonio Tarver said that Errol Spence has 0 defense in that fight, bro. He really did. Errol Spence was just all offense. And like, bro, Errol Spence looked like shit in that fight, bro. I got to be honest. Antonio Tarver said something about that car accident. He said that the car accident might have really fucked up Errol Spence. He said Errol Spence only had 2 fights after the car accident, bro. And the dude ain't even been active. He fought Danny Garcia once. He fought Ugas, and Ugas did hurt him in that fight. Ugas hurt him, bro. Ugas just didn't have the power to finish him off and let him off the hook. So what's your thoughts on that, panel? Do you think that car accident did something to Earl? I know it did, bro. Put him in the ICU, put him in a coma.
I feel as though he got his school boots back. I think he has his skill set back because he was volume of punches in that Ugas fight. He controlled distance in that fight. He brought on the close range in that fight. I mean, he took a certain type of punishment from an Ugas. I mean, that he could have avoided, but he took it on. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good fight for Ugas, great showing. And I wouldn't say finish Spence off, although, he backed Spence up in the corner. But that was like towards the bell situation. But no, Spence, he won that one right there officially. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's the accident whatsoever. No excuses, bro. And they had to take times off as well. So they had a good time to rest and train. That's my stance.
Got you. What up, Wally? Wally, what you thought about that fight, man? Earl Spence got knocked out. Earl Spence got his ass whooped. He got knocked out, bro.
Hey, look. Hey, salute to you and everybody in the chat and everybody that come up on the panel, man. I saw something. A couple things, man, disturbed me, man, with Spence's behavior, right? And he knew he was going in with a guy that was top notch, right? But if you notice at the press conference, right, he did something that Ali did with Frazier in their first fight, right? Ali said when he jumped in the ring, he was dancing around, he bumped into Frazier, right? And he said, Frazier, can you believe we're getting $5 million for this fight? Spence and Crawford, at the weigh-in, the final weigh-in, he leaned over and said, hey, man, we getting paid for this fight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did say that, but is it about the money or is it about the legacy? Now, I thought Spence was. Let me just finish saying this. Well, I thought Spence was going to put Crawford in the dirt. I thought Spence was going to take his eye. I thought Crawford ain't fought nobody, bro. What happened to that?
All right, okay. Now let me explain something to you, man. Let me explain something to you. Let me finish. I got you, and I'm gonna address that. If you go back, not videotaped it, H. I got it on tape, right? If you go back to before the fight started, the crowd they out there, everybody's hyped. This is gonna be a great fight, right? Look at Spence in his dressing room before the fight started. Look at his face and look at his mannerisms. They had him, then they flipped it to Crawford. Crawford was hitting the pads. Pop, he was warming up. Spence already knew that he couldn't. He was drained, Joe. He already knew.
Drained. He was drained. Excuses, bro. That's an excuse. No, now he was way drained. You just said he was way drained, Wally. That is making an excuse. I seen Errol Spence at the weigh-in. I seen Errol Spence at the weigh-in. He was in shape. I seen Errol Spence at Frank Martin's fight 1 week ago. He was doing good. He said, I'm at this fight. He said, I got to be doing good. If I was way drained, I wouldn't be at this fight. Come on, bro.
Let me ask you a question. And this is what I want you to do. And anybody that know anything about boxing, right? You go back and watch Errol Spence, right? Even you ain't even got to go back before the car, but when he fought Ugas, he was slowing down, Joe. You know, and even when and anybody that fought Danny Garcia, you're not gonna be the same fighter, right? But my point is, he wasn't himself, man. He didn't have basic. I mean, his legs.
I know he wasn't himself because Terence Crawford took away his jab. Terence Crawford had a better game plan. Terence Crawford had better skills. Terence Crawford was stronger. No, you taking away. You say he wasn't himself. He wasn't himself. He wasn't himself because he fought against Terence Crawford. Where Terence Crawford.
Hey man, hey look.
Go ahead, bro. He's making excuses, Wally.
Taking nothing away from Crawford, right? I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you. That if you fall out, or now he ain't fall out, but if you got a car that's driving 100 miles an hour.
That was the car accident? I thought he was weight drained. Now was the car accident. Now you're bringing up the car accident. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you traveling in a vehicle, right? 99% of the human beings that travel in a car, right? And come out of that car driving 120 something miles per hour, they not gonna live, brother. Okay, this man was fighting an uphill battle the whole time, Joe. I'm not making no excuses for him because, you know, in boxing ain't no excuses. I'm gonna give you that, right? But at the same, but by the same token, Joe, he ain't that dude. He was a shell of himself, man. You know, you can overnight, right? Overnight, a boxer can age overnight. 1 minute you can be like this, and the next minute he done, Joe. He can't beat nobody, Joe. He done. It ain't got nothing to do with going up in weight or none of that. He finished, man. He done overcame a lot. He need to take his money, Joe, kick back, and sit on the ranch and cool out, man.
You think he should retire after that ass whooping?
Hell yeah. He can't do nothing, Joe.
And you was picking Spence. And you was picking Errol Spence, right? You picked him. Is that correct?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was picking him talking shit in the panel, right? But I was talking shit in the panel, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. But I post online, right? And what I wanted to know who asked for the rematch clause. You understand what I'm saying?
No, Errol Spence got a rematch clause. They both asked for. I guess they both got one. They both had a rematch clause,
bro. My point is, and here again, I'm not taking nothing away from Crawford because his shit is tight. He throw tight punches, and he's a technician. But the Errol Spence that he fought the other day, that's not the Errol Spence of old. That ain't the same guy.
He tried to fight the Errol Spence.
His legs was all over the place.
He tried to fight Spence 6 years ago.
Look, man, his legs was all over the place, Joe. If you're an athlete, right? If anybody come on the panel, right, and they look and they done played basketball, they done played football, they done played whatever sport it is, that brother's legs was all over the place, Joe. If a man is punching you with a hard jab straight down the middle, the jab was fast. Oh hell yeah! But it's a whole lot of motherfuckers got some. Sugar Ray Leonard fought Thomas Hearns, right? And Thomas Hearns had a mean jab, right? But Sugar Ray Leonard could get out the way. Errol Spence couldn't even move, Joe. It's like his feet were stuck in mud, man. And sometimes when you coming up against a fight of that magnitude, you reach it. Look how he acted after the fight, man. Look how he acted in the press conference. Leading the last press with the last win. Hey man, you know, I want to thank you. Man, a fighter don't act like that, man. He didn't look right, man. Anybody that know boxing, that brother didn't look right. They call it playing out the string. He finished it and whatever. He ain't look right, man. That brother ain't look right.
Man, you making excuses right now, Wally. I ain't gonna lie. You brought up the. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. I'll let you finish, brother. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You brought up the car accident. That's one excuse. Then you said he was weight drained, which was another excuse, bro. Two excuses, bro. How many excuses you gonna make for this man? You wasn't saying this before the fight, brother. And you knew all of that stuff. You knew all of that stuff going into the fight. You just seen him fight against Ugas. That's after the car accident. He fought Danny Garcia after the car accident, and people were still picking him to beat Crawford. Now that the fight is over, now we hearing these excuses. Go ahead.
He got beat up, Joe. I'm not gonna look. There's no excuses in boxing, right? But if you're looking at the totality of all the circumstances, right? I ain't never been, and I hope nobody ever have to endure what the brother endured. Right? I ain't making no excuses for him, right? But coming out that car crash like that, brother, and looking for your mouthpiece after Ugas didn't knock his teeth out, man, you can't go into no fight thinking and looking like that. Even he said, man, at 154, it's gonna be closer. He already know he done lost a step, man. He know he done lost a step, bro. And it ain't making no excuses.
We didn't hear nothing about that until after this fight. Until he fought Terence Crawford, until Terence Crawford whooped his ass, then we start hearing this. We didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear you talking like this before the fight, brother.
He look, man, he put a whooping on him, right?
Man, and Terence Crawford just was the better fighter.
That nigga Terence Crawford put on a virtuoso, man.
For me to be sold totally on Terence Crawford. Now he obviously, man, he a two-weight unified,
three-time.
He didn't unify. I want to see him in there because this is something that's disturbing me, right? Leading up to the fight, Spence, he softened up all of the competition, right? They got a kid out there, right, that's coming. And I heard what he said, and it was clear. Now, before Crawford go to 154, and before, I don't think Errol Spence will take no rematch. I think he a shot fighter, Joe. I think he been through too much, and I think he a shot fighter, Joe. And the first thing you learn in boxing, I don't give a damn if you're coming from 5 years old up to where Errol Spence is. The first thing you learn is to defend against the jab, because the jab is a weapon in a boxing match. I don't give a damn who you fighting, where you fighting at. If you got a good ass jab, you can fight, right? But he didn't have no answer for a jab. But it's something to say about that, man. The doctor,
because he never fought a southpaw. He never been in the ring with a southpaw. With southpaw? Who?
Hold on.
No, answer that question. You said he has. I'm saying the reason why he was getting hit with the jab is because he fought against a southpaw like Terence Crawford, who was fast, who had a great jab.
Right. I'm not going to take that away. What I'm saying to you, look at what the doctor did, Joe. The doctor saw something. When you see the doctor get in the ring, go check the fighter out before this. I think this happened like the start of the 4th round, if I'm not mistaken, because I got to go back and look at it. The start of the 4th.
He was getting his ass whooped, bro. They do that in every fight.
Man, hold it.
They do that. You act like you never seen that before, brother.
Nah, brother. I seen the doctor.
Man, I seen that all the time. I seen doctors stop the fights. I seen doctors stop the fights, bro. Yeah, they did it in the Ugas fight.
I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying.
Nigga, the Ugas in the Ugas fight, the doctor was looking at Ugas.
Hold it. That was before severe punishment had took place.
Nigga, he got dropped already. He was getting his ass whooped.
He got knocked down, man.
He was getting his ass whooped the whole fight, Wally. Take that loss like a man, Wally.
No, I'm not
just stop making excuses, Wally. Your boy got whooped. Terence Crawford, the best fighter in the world, nigga. He knocked out EJ. He knocked out Spence. Give Crawford his credit. Give him his credit.
I'll say this though, I'll get a word in. I'll say this though.
Away from Crawford. I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I've never seen the doctor come into the ring, right, where no severe punishment had taken place yet.
He already got dropped in round number 2. He was getting his ass beat, bro.
Look at the punch, man.
I
The
didn't
punch
look
hit
at
him in
the
the
fight.
neck.
I watched the fight, bro.
That's his
fault.
He came in off balance.
Knocked him down,
He
Joe.
came in off balance.
The dude was off balance, and
he was off balance all fight. That's his
He was
fault.
drunk again, so I guess he was drunk again before the fight. That's what it was, because he be drinking. You ain't bring up that damn alcohol that he be on. That your boy Errol Spence was an alcoholic. Bring up that nigga that he out here partying, getting high with Yellow Beezy and shit, nigga. That's what happened, nigga.
Yeah,
he did that shit to himself.
And they say the dude was
to himself, drinking and driving, nigga. That's how he got in that car accident, because he was drunk driving, nigga.
No, that's not the whole story.
It is the story. He was drunk driving, nigga.
Okay, that's what they told you, right?
I'll say this though, man. He got beat to the punch, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the counters were.
Say something, big fella.
Real quick, hold on, real quick,
I'm gonna let you talk. I want to ask Ace this. When Spence got knocked down in that second round, did that punch hit him on the chin or that hit him in the neck?
Man, he hit him with 2 punches, bro. And Earl, when he got back up, he was wobbly, and he never recovered after that first. He never recovered after that first knockdown, nigga. He ain't never recovered after that first knockdown. You can give your excuses. Excuses. Terence Crawford is the face of boxing. Terence Crawford is the face of boxing. He the best fighter in the world. He retired your boy Errol Spence. He whooped your boy Errol Spence. He beat fucking big boy.
Crawford said he knocked him down.
Hey, somebody echo.
Crawford said it was a flash knockdown, bro.
Man, it wasn't no flash knockdown. I don't give a fuck what he said. I know what I seen, nigga. Somebody got some feedback.
Multiple knockdowns in this matchup, bro. So flash knockdown or not, you know what I'm saying? It's still multiple knockdowns.
It happened 3 times, bro. A knockdown is a knockdown. If you come in off balance and I hit your ass and you drop, I knock you down.
It's a knockdown. The man legs.
Somebody gotta go.
The man.
Same way David Benavidez did that shit. He got flash knocked out. His ass got
wasn't a flash, bro. He hit that nigga on it. He hurt that nigga. He got back and he was wobbling. Man, that ain't my problem. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Go talk to Derek James about that and his team. And Al Heyman. That's his fault, nigga. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
He ain't look
right. Hey, JFL, I think you got an echo, Jay. Come back in, Jay. Come back.
Go.
Let me ask you this, man. Being honest, right? Not taking nothing away from Crawford. Being honest, though.
You already taken away from. You've been taking away from him the whole time. You've been taking away from him the whole time, bro.
That was one of the most vicious beatings I ever seen in boxing in a long time from 2 world-class fighters. But what I want to ask you is this: you think Errol Spence looked right in that fight?
I just feel like Errol Spence, he tried his best and it wasn't good enough. He just went against a better fighter. He got dominated. Crawford took away his jab. He ain't never been in the ring with a boxer like Crawford. And I think that's why he didn't want that fight for all of these years. What's good, Slide Tendencies, man? Salute to you.
Yo, what up, man? What up, Edge?
What's good?
Man, I'll tell you what. I like Errol Spence because he's the only person right now who's not making a gang of excuses. He just said, I got beat by the better guy. That's it. He's not bringing up the car crash. He's not bringing up any of that shit. Everybody else is. And I don't understand why.
The man is a class act, man. The man is a class act.
Absolutely. I agree. That's why I like Spence.
A lot of people can be that way, man. He may not come out and tell the public what's really ailing him, Joe.
But that's the thing. But here's the problem, though. If Spence would have went out there and beat Crawford the way that Crawford beat him, we'd be having a completely different conversation right now. You know, I told you Crawford was trash. He was too little. He's not strong enough.
We do know, hey, bro, we do know that we talk. We do know that we talk on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Where the outcome, what it was. You know what I'm saying? You can't look over the multiple knockdowns. You can't look over the sharpness of Crawford's game plan. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
Go ahead, say what you got to say, bro. We don't want any excuses, though.
That's what H has been saying. That's what H Money's been saying for the past 2 years about this fight. He didn't Spence and say Spence wasn't good enough. He just said, I think Crawford beats him. And everybody said he's full of shit.
Can I ask H a question?
on the panel with people. You're on the panel with other people, so they on the panel, so they talking too.
All right,
So
well, let me
it's not
ask
just
my
me
fault.
on
My
here.
fault.
You
Let
talk to
me
everybody.
ask a question to the panel and anybody in the chat. You got a young boy coming up, and his name is Boost Ennis, right? And Boost Ennis said, "I want to win." Hold it. Let me finish.
Now you want Boots. Now you got to fight Boots, huh?
Hold on. I want the winner of this fight.
Go. Boost Ennis damn sure in the conversation. So I don't feel no type of way you mention Boots in his name out here. Yeah.
You were Boots now. You were Boots now. You moved on to Boots, huh?
I want to see the fight.
Everybody that was with him to move the
we see. Hey, we done
Philadelphia.
We done seen what he done with my man, right? But it's some more people in that division that he can get some work with, and I think
his win is Roman's male stripper.
Go look at what Boost Ennis. Go look at his rankings, man.
Hey, real quick though, bro. Hold on. Hey, bro, share the panel, bro.
Boost Ennis has done enough to deserve a fight, man. Deserve a shot before my man.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. We know that Boost Ennis position, bro. Let's just keep it all the way real. You know what I'm saying? Now we gonna speak on Boost Ennis. You know what I mean? We're gonna speak about it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people might feel he need better opponents. You know what I'm saying? To earn his way to a Crawford or even a Spence. We already gave him heads up, man. So both these fighters already know. Crawford already said it could have been Dave Ebenezer or it could have been Boost Ennis. Okay.
What is
opportunities. Hey, even Ugas got an opportunity. You hear me?
Well, wait a second. But that's bullshit, and I'll tell you why. Jerome Tennis has been the IBF mandatory for almost a year and a half now, which was Spence's belt at the time. You can't turn it around and go, oh, why ain't he's saying he wants to skip out on 154 and skip out on the fighting Boots and go on to 154 instead?
It was Spence's call, man, to wait for Crawford, Joe. If it don't be for Spence, we don't see that fight.
I'm not denying that, but you just said
this is what I'm saying.
One at a time, bro.
All I'm trying to say is, let's see if clean out that young guy, man.
This is what's so funny, man.
Let's go.
The funny part is, if EJ would have won the fight, they would have said EJ could move up to 154. He didn't have to fight Boots, even though Boots been his IBF mandatory this whole damn time.
No problem, but he wanted to unify those. We know that.
What is it gonna be enough? What does the guy got to do? Does he got to kill somebody to get you to give him credit?
All right, I know what we're going to do. He going to beat the shit out of Spence again, his boy Spence again. We're going to do the rematch and fuck up Spence again. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to beat the shit out of the boy again. We're going to beat the shit out of the boy. Nah, we got a rematch with Spence. We're going to beat the shit out of him again and make you cry about it. We're going to make y'all cry about it, Wally. We're going to make y'all cry this time. Yeah, you're going to see that shit again, nigga.
Some people, based on what I seen, one of my favorite fighters was a man named, he fought my man Hawk, Alexis Arguello, right? He just couldn't beat Aaron Pryor. That's it. Some people got your number. But what I'm saying is, you got a young guy that's coming up.
He got a rematch clause with Errol Spence, man. Errol Spence already exercised his rematch. He got a contract to fight Spence.
All right, so who gonna y'all?
In November or December.
But what I'm saying is a young guy right down there in that division that want that work. Boots in.
He want that work. He want that work. He got. What's he got?
He's on tape. See, these dudes are just making shit. So this
already. They don't see Crawford is digging Boots. They're gonna make a whole new thing. Go ahead.
Mike, I'm trying to get the question out.
Let me say this real quick, because these guys have real short memories. Did you just watch Crawford expose Boots Ennis for lying on tape about I've been calling your name? I went to the WBO, everything. He was on tape bullshitting, and now he's the guy that's gonna beat Crawford.
He called him out.
Crawford said, "Yeah, I never heard you say anything once." He kept him on tape doing it.
Hey, bro.
Hey, look. It seems like Bruce Ennis is the most logical.
Man, he got a rematch with Errol Spence. You don't want to see him beat up Errol Spence again? You don't want to see him beat your boy? He gonna knock him out cold this time. He gonna put your boy to sleep this time, nigga. Fuck
I don't think
he gonna sleep him. He putting him to sleep this time, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? We got a rematch with Errol Spence. Now you ain't gonna get Spence this rematch. I ain't got nothing to do with that, nigga. We ain't got nothing to do with that. He got a rematch. He activated his rematch clause already. So we gonna knock out your boy Errol Spence again, and you gonna make some more excuses, my nigga.
Hold up, he gonna knock him out at 154 again.
I
gonna knock him out cold this time. He gonna slip him. He gonna slip him. He gonna slip Errol Spence.
It don't matter what way they
nigga, that's if Errol Spence take the rematch for real. Cause I know y'all scared. You don't even want it. You want Spence to retire.
If y'all watch what I watched, y'all would have seen that Bud.
Wally's scared for EJ to get the rematch. Wally's scared of that rematch with Bud.
If y'all watched what I watched, y'all would have seen that Bud took his foot off the
rematch, nigga.
He could have got him out of there way earlier than what he did. He took his foot off the gas.
Gonna knock him out cold this time, nigga. He gonna sleep his bitch ass, nigga.
Yeah, he's going to sleep this time, man.
Well, listen, bro. He got so much confidence in the guy. Why won't he fight Bruce Ennis?
Hey, real quick though, you know what I'm saying?
When he was mandatory.
Boost was mandatory. He took
man. It's Deontay Wilder.
Would
you know?
Boost took a different route.
Let's have a
You just don't want to see EJ get fucked up again. You don't want to see EJ get knocked out. He trying to protect EJ.
We gotta have a back and forth, man.
I ain't trying to protect EJ, man. I want to see him fight that young boy that's coming up there, man. I don't want to see no damn old ass.
He's trying to save EJ.
Nah, they was talking about the ponytail. They talking about
the link in the chat. Check the link in the chat. G-check and Bruce Ennis. I put the video in the chat.
Get that young boy, man. Get that young boy out of there.
He already talked to him.
Don't screaming too loud about that young boy. Let's get that young boy in that ring, man.
Screaming his name right now. Look in the chat right now. There's a video.
Hey, bro. You got to think about it like this though. You know what I'm saying? Like Bruce Ennis, I'll put him in the same category currently as a Boo Andrade. Reason why I say that because they certain opponents. Hold on, bro. Don't be cutting niggas off, bro. You just got the floor, man. Nigga. You hear me? I'm just saying though. You know what I mean? Certain opponents, I would like for Boots to get in the ring with prior to a Crawford and a Spence. But hey, you used to earn your way to get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And Crawford know what it was for Boots Ennis. Even Spence knew early on when he came to a Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta understand Boots Ennis' position.
Hold it, my man.
Entirely.
I put it in and he got enough potential to scream for that fight, man.
Again, I put in the chat
for that fight, man.
Hey, bro, it's because you just was with Spence, and now you with Boots. So you switching up on EJ. And now since he got knocked out, you moving on to Boots.
Promoting the best fights. This is a channel supposed to be promoting the best fights.
Hey, before you even came around this motherfucker. You mad because your boy Errol Spence got his ass whooped. You try to
I ain't lose nothing off of that. I ain't lose nothing.
Rematch, nigga. You scared of this rematch, nigga. You scared
to
protect EJ. You trying to save EJ from Crawford. You scared, nigga. Fucking rematch.
Let's put it back on Spence and Crawford.
They scared of Crawford. Crawford. Hey, Errol Spence, they switching up on you. Your fans, they switching up on you, bruh. They moving on to Boots. Hey, you switched up on Boots. You switched up on
Hey, they can still fight at 154, They can still fight at 154.
You scared. You scared of that rematch. You scared of that rematch. You trying to say out again. You know Crawford gonna beat his ass. You know Crawford gonna knock him out again. Yeah, I ain't holding nothing up. All gas, no break. All gas, no break. Stay scared. This nigga scared. He's scared of Crawford. You scared of Crawford, nigga.
When you got fans like this, H-Money, who needs enemies?
This nigga scared.
Is Ennis scared of him? Is Boots Ennis scared of him?
Boots just posted the video in the stream.
I thought you was an Spence fan. I thought you was an Spence fan. I thought you was a
winner.
This dude's acting like he can't hear me.
Keep getting them. Keep getting them.
Hey, Boo, hey, can we get some Boots Ennis on the tape?
Hey, the tape right
here. Boots Ennis on the tape. Can we get him on the fucking set?
Look in the stream. I'm exposing Boots for acting like he's been wanting to fight.
Man, Boots Ennis said in live and living color.
Boots said he can say what he wants. He's on tape fucking getting caught lying.
So he gonna duck Boots Ennis? That's what we saying now.
Look in the comments, the StreamYard comment section. I put the video there twice. He's on tape.
So you don't think Boots Ennis qualified to fight Crawford?
What?
Oh, you heard the question, my man. You don't think Boots Ennis qualifies to fight Crawford right now?
He's mandatory, but why didn't Errol Spence fight him when he was the mandatory?
Man, no, you're flipping pages backwards. Hey, man, you read a book, man. You're supposed to read it going forward, man. Don't go back and read the first chapter and read the I'm asking you a question, man.
When he's going to be a mandatory, but when
I smell ducking.
Last night,
I smell some ducking going on.
Some puss over there, because you're the one. You didn't attack Errol.
Seen Crawford beat the man, Joe. He just beat Spence.
Oh, did not.
He just beat Spence, man. Everybody saw that.
Oh.
There's another guy sitting there, though.
He's been mandatory for almost 2 years.
Guy sitting there, and he wants that work.
What you want? He's been a mandatory for 2 years. Why didn't Spence fight him?
Because he wanted to unify, man. He only wanted Crawford. That makes sense. But we got another guy sitting there.
So now,
we got another guy sitting there. Oh man!
EJ lost. After one loss, you turned your back on EJ.
Man, Boots Ennis say he want that work, man. What's the problem?
He turned his back on EJ. That's crazy, bro. He nigga turned his back on EJ after one fight. Now you with Boots. Now Boots is your fighter.
No, I know that's not.
Yeah, that's exactly what you saying.
No,
you say EJ get a rematch. EJ, no. Errol Spence was your fighter. Errol Spence was your fighter, and now you to get his rematch. You don't even want Errol Spence to get his rematch. He exercised his rematch clause, bro. You don't want to see the rematch.
That's what he done. All I'm saying is, this channel is supposed to promote the best fights. And I see somebody, based on what I've been observing, what I've been reading and watching, there is a guy named Boots Ennis that's sitting right there.
He's been watching because he's the only one saying that shit.
That's the narrative he pushing now. Crawford ducking Boots. Crawford is ducking Boots. That's what they gonna say. Crawford don't want no smoke with Boots. That's what they gonna say. That's the new narrative. I already see it. All the EJ fans, they going to Boots. EJ fans, they going to Boots now.
Right off the goddamn shelf with a signed contract.
That shit crazy, bro. So you just last week, just a couple days ago, you was with EJ. EJ was gonna knock out Crawford. You were just saying EJ was gonna beat Crawford. EJ was gonna beat the shit out of Crawford. This and that. And now today is Boots. Now Boots could beat Crawford. So let me ask you who you got in that fight. Let me ask you who you got in that fight. Let me ask you a question. Who you got in that fight? Boots or Crawford?
I'm going with Boots.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This shit is hilarious. Boy, after he just beat the shit out of Errol Spence.
After all jokes aside.
Oh my God, that's crazy. You just biased. You biased, bro.
No, I ain't gonna
Ukrainian.
I think Crawford is a dangerous motherfucker.
Man.
I think Crawford is dangerous, man. But I would like to see him fight.
No, you don't. You don't.
Huh?
You don't. You just watched him destroy Errol Spence.
Bro, this is a panel that's supposed to be the best fights. And I see a young boy that has proven himself, and he said, "I want the winner."
This is called moving the goalpost.
Crawford got all the belts.
There's a new narrative going on. Boots. That's their new guy, Boots. They got rid of Errol Spence. He's an Errol Spence fan. He picked Errol Spence. He's no longer with Errol Spence. He want Errol Spence to retire. He don't want Errol Spence to get his rematch. He don't want Errol Spence to get a shot back at his belts. He would rather see him Boots now. He's with Boots.
They're not exactly for the belts, man. They fight at 154.
Here today, going tomorrow, man.
How they gonna fight for the belts if they fighting at 154, Joe?
Here today, going tomorrow. I hate to have fans like
oh man, you talking, man. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Man. How they gonna fight for the belts, man? This guy don't know nothing about fighting, Joe.
Cowboy hats, but as soon as they lose, they.
How are they gonna fight for the belts and they fighting at 154, Joe? Explain that to me.
Hey, the people fought for belts at different weight classes, bro. Irish Landy Lara about to fight Danny Garcia.
So you're gonna take the champion.
Danny Garcia. So you don't want to see Errol Spence get his opportunity. You don't want to see Errol Spence get his rematch. D tell the truth was good, man. You hear this, bro?
Listen, man.
Hey, man, this dude a so-ass loser. That's the same nigga that'll be hollering out that Boots can't fuck with fucking Earl. Now that nigga get knocked out, now the nigga want him to fight Boots. Meanwhile, this nigga Earl done had motherfucking mandatory since goddamn 2019. Fighting Mikey Garcia, Lamont Peterson. Them niggas ain't had shit to say. Now when this nigga whoop their favorite motherfucking fighter, they want him to fight a motherfucking silverback gorilla. You niggas retarded, man. Niggas take y'all so losing ass somewhere and sit down. That's what you niggas need to do.
So you're saying Boots is a silverback gorilla?
Y'all niggas on this motherfucker crying. Get the fuck off social media. All you niggas doing is crying, making excuses. Get y'all bitch ass off social media.
Man, the fight is over.
All you motherfuckers, get the fuck off social media.
Hey, bro, we know that.
Because that's all you niggas doing, crying and making excuses instead of witnessing the greatest motherfucker to do this shit.
All right,
you need to cut the two, man. You was on here for years.
I ain't got no voice to cuss these dumbass niggas out enough. I'm about to lose my voice, so I'm gonna let y'all handle this nigga. But this nigga need to calm down with that so ass losing shit.
So let me just say real quick. Hold up, panel. Do we want is Crawford is exempt for going down a list, a 147 list, or we just Spence the whole entire time? Like, cut it out.
Nah, it was you niggas that held up the list. Y'all ass won too, nigga. You won too. Up on this motherfucker acting like you goddamn cool with brother, because you was one too.
Don't mess me up.
Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, all you niggas held them motherfucking belts. Now he got them. Now let him play with y'all ass, nigga.
Don't say y'all, nigga.
That sound like some duck right there. That sound like a duck voice right there.
I want to see that.
It ain't no fucking duck. Both of the niggas said they was going to 154 before the fight. It's you sad ass niggas that want that shit.
Okay, that's cool though.
And he gonna beat Boots ass anyway. Boots ain't. Hey, I don't hear Boots saying shit.
Hey, bro, if it's 154,
it would have been a great time to get in the ring. Man, that shit is a publicity stunt. The same way these motherfuckers have 5 fights lined up and start calling out each other's names. That nigga Devin Haney called out Tank and had 3 fights lined up. Anything going on now? Them niggas call Tank. They call Bud out. Bud got a fucking 3-fight deal. Nigga, you know you ain't getting that fight. Stop fucking around.
Oh, so he going
hey, bro, let's not act like there's opponents that even Crawford say he puts in the ring with himself. So
let me ask y'all a question. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Hey, I done already did some in history that ain't never been done. and I got a chance to go do it somewhere else, or I can take my ass backwards and fight a nigga that ain't got a fucking title. Who the fuck, man, y'all niggas crazy.
Hey, yo, stop saying y'all, bro.
Why the fuck would I go backwards? Why would I go backwards? I did everything in that division, and it took me 6 fucking years to do it. Why the fuck would I go backwards?
So he's saying Bruce Ennis don't deserve no shot?
Fuck no! Not against him.
Why not?
Because he trying to do something great, nigga. He 36 fucking years old. How much time do you think he got?
When Crawford said this,
that sounds like a duck.
No, it sounds like a nigga want to be undisputed in 3 divisions. So you niggas would never be able to.
Was it a duck? Was it a duck when Boots was his mandatory?
Hey, let me ask you a question. Hey, that motherfucking hater. What you think better, fighting Boots or fighting Jamel? Or fighting Jamel for undefeated? Undisputed.
I could have sworn Boots was Bud mandatory. Was it a duck then?
Hey, here's another question. Hey, here's another question. Hey, since my man on it, hey, here's another question for you. Since you want to see Bud, hey, but let me ask you a question. Didn't they make Bud fight Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Amir Khan? Didn't he have to fight them to get Spence? Hey, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. So my question to you is, so Boots don't have to fight Thurman and Spence to get the Crawford like he had to do to get to them? I'm just asking a question.
Every last one of them guys that you mentioned was already beat the fuck up. Come on, bro.
Okay, so my question to you, listen, bro. Listen, let's be mean. Let's be mean about this for a minute.
Let's be mean about it. Let's be talk about
it. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. Answer me honestly.
Hey, can I say something?
Do you think?
Come on, man. Do you think, bro? No cutoffs, bro.
Hey, I already ain't got no voice, so let me ask my man this. My man, if Bud had to fight Amir Khan, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, listen, he had to fight all these guys because they said he ain't fought nobody at welterweight. To get, wait a minute, let me finish. You finna get it, bro. Let me finish.
Had their ass whooped.
Hey, bro, you gonna let me finish, bro?
Right out, motherfucker over there. Triple G, he was already used good.
So you gonna cut me off after your motherfucking fighter that lost and talk on our show? Nigga, fuck you then if you can't listen then, nigga.
I was listening to you. Go ahead and talk.
No, the fuck you wouldn't. You just cut me off.
You ain't in the ring. What the fuck, man? You ain't fighting.
Hey, exactly. So let me talk to you like a man, and then I will let you go.
Man, because like you said, most niggas on social media, they just be talking.
Exactly, like you.
All right, go ahead and talk, man. I want to hear what you guys say. And I'm going to respond.
Bruh, I'm trying to tell you something, but you don't want to listen because you in your feelings.
No, go ahead.
Hey,
okay, my question to you, hey, let me finish real quick. Hold on, listen. What I'm trying to ask this now is, listen. Sean Porter ain't fought Boots. Listen. Sean Porter ain't fought Boots. Keith Thurman ain't fought Boots. Wait a minute, bro. Keith Thurman ain't fought Boots.
Man, I'm trying to hear you, bro.
None of these niggas have fought Boots. Why does Boots get the skip over all these other niggas and just get to fight him? But he fought Thurman. He fought Kell Brook. He fought none of them niggas. But y'all saying we couldn't have Earl because we didn't fight nobody. But now it's okay. It's okay.
Man, let Bud ride off in the sunset 2 times king, man.
Hey, detail. Devin ain't for Cambosis. He didn't fight no Gio. Devin ain't for Cambosis straight up. He didn't fight no Gio, no Tank Davis. He just fought Cambosis, bro. You can skip the line if you can, bro.
He was mandatory.
That he beat.
Just like Bruce, though.
He beat.
Yes.
He had the ass whooped.
But listen to the difference, though. When he fought, that nigga that ain't never did nothing. Cambosa ain't never did nothing but beat T.O. Tell me somebody else. Matter of fact, listen. I ain't gonna even say that he ain't even beat nobody good. I'm just gonna say this. besides the last fight when he just really got his ass kicked again, name somebody that Kambosos done fought.
Man,
How we get on Kambosos?
You don't even know who Kambosos is, nigga. The only reason you know who that nigga is because of that.
But TJ, I'm talking about Devin, no Kambosos.
He talking about he won Tank Davis, man. Kambosos going to sleep and get the win.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all gonna have to eat y'all crow. Y'all gonna have to eat y'all crow. You the niggas made the rules up. Don't be mad at the player. Don't be mad at the player. You niggas made the rules.
To come out of Boots.
Hey.
Hey, Sports Haven, I'm glad to see you come back too.
Salute, bro.
Joe, the man sitting right there at 147.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Cause listen, let me say this real quick. First of all, I want to say, Uncle D, you called it, and I've been riding with Uncle D. I've been telling you Errol sexual fans that he was going to get his ass whipped. And you still talking.
Still going.
I ain't no Errol Spence.
Hey, it ain't even Sports Haven. It ain't even about boxing. It ain't about boxing. Them niggas trying to blackball. They hate that dude.
Where the fuck that came from, man?
I don't know. We talking about
They hate that dude.
Them
niggas hate that dude.
Hey, Big Dog has been talking. You
Yeah,
agree with
847.
talk, homie?
They hate Bud, man. These niggas hate Bud.
I don't get down with that homosexual shit in the boxing ring, cuz.
You know what? Hey, you know what it is? Hey, you know what it is? Shit, nigga, he just knocked out that boy. He just knocked that boy out. And he just knocked that boy out. He gonna knock him out again while he in that rematch.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all,
he gonna knock him out again. He gonna sleep him this time. While he gonna put him to sleep.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something else too. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something else.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna say something else too, and this is why these niggas so mad. These niggas so mad because Earl is a bully. Them niggas scared to even say Earl got his ass whooped. These niggas got all type of excuses. Adrian Broner didn't say that. Other niggas, even Roy Jones said, Roy say, I ain't want to say nothing, man, but I knew the nigga was better, but he got mad at me because I said he was better. Them niggas feel sorry for that nigga. He don't want to come up put him in the dirt. Big fish. I'm a big ticket. Yeah, you can't catch Moby Dick. You can't catch Moby Dick.
Hey, the funny part is we know they got a rematch coming up. Earl already exercised his rematch clause.
And
but the Errol Spence fans is talking about Boots instead of Errol Spence getting his rematch. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that nigga get knocked out again. They don't want to see him back in the ring with blood. They try to save him.
I want to see that rematch, bro. I want to see that rematch.
Hey, Wally, guess what? Crawford gonna sleep him this time. He gonna put your boy Errol Spence to sleep in the rematch.
Okay, let me say this.
Yeah,
you want to rematch him on 54.
Hey, my man, Boots better than Earl? I'm asking him a question. Is Boots better than Earl?
Hold on for a second. With all
is Boots better than Earl? Answer that question.
He's not, bro. He's not.
Oh, he's not. Well, what the fuck you want him to fight Crawford for?
I didn't say that, bro. If not fighting Errol Spence, must fight Spence, bro.
I don't know what that means.
I'm saying EJ's better than Boots, bro. Stop making it, bro.
Which one gonna make more money? Which one gonna make more money? Crawford and Spence rematch or Crawford and Boots? Which one gonna make more money?
We don't know how many people gonna see that.
The rematch gonna make more money.
NFL, you gotta fix your mic, Jay. You got an echo on your side.
Yeah. H. Crawford and beat this nigga ass. Now we want to see real fights now.
It was crazy because just a couple days ago, EJ was gonna knock out Crawford. Crawford was beating Crawford.
It used to be It used to be he don't sell enough. He don't sell enough.
It used to be Crawford was scared of Spence, and now Spence is scared to do the rematch with Crawford. And Spence fans they're scared of the rematch. They don't want to see him fight again.
Nah, I want that rematch, bro.
But you don't want it, Wally. You scared of the rematch. You trying to save Spence. Yeah, you sound like you fighting. You sound like you scared.
Hey, you dumb ass nigga been on here for 5 years and you mad.
You know what?
5 years. You know what? Your man's been hollering that dumb shit. Now y'all want to see fight. Now everybody need to fight.
Hey, Wally, you're not one of us, bro. You're a fake Spence fan, bro. You're not one of us, bro. We want to see that
Hey,
rematch.
man, I told y'all.
We want to see that rematch, bro.
The Spence fans turning on each other.
Nah,
Hey, man, these niggas funny as fuck.
Go support Pooch, bro.
When
Go
I
support
told
Pooch,
you
bro.
that Tank was gonna
Go
knock out
support Pooch,
y'all,
bro.
I ain't hear from
Go
none of
be
you
a
punks.
Pooch fan, bro. We sticking with
None of you
EJ all
punks
day,
said nothing.
nigga.
Yeah,
Go
and
support Pooch,
let
bro.
me jump back in, Willie, Mr. Willie. I was just I wasn't talking to you directly, brother. That's just a little shit. Then I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually took Uncle D know it, everybody know it. I actually took Spence to win the fight. So I was really just talking a little bit of shit, brother.
We know.
Look, man, Spence looked like a shot fighter to me, Joe.
Yeah, I mean after the fight, he looked like a shot fighter.
No. Let me say this to you though. It may be due to having to drain himself for all those.
It's a bad matchup. Listen to this, right, Willie? It's a bad. You was cooking. Willie, I have been listening. Willie, I have been listening.
Wait for the rematch.
Willie, I have been listening to you like maybe
Listen
3
to
weeks.
me, man. Let me say this to you, brother. A lot of
Willie, before Earl got his ass whooped, I bet you was happier than a sissy with a bag of dicks.
Just hear me out for a second, brother, because you want to.
You was happier than a sissy with a bag of dicks before that fight.
For a second, man.
Now you mad.
Nah, nigga,
Now
EJ
you
all day,
mad.
nigga. Go be a Pooch fan,
Give me the
nigga.
mic for 1 second. Give me the mic for 1 second.
Go support
Get
Pooch,
this
nigga.
Go
support Pooch, nigga.
Hey, we got rules.
Nigga.
We try to keep losers to 5 seconds.
Hold it, didn't Muhammad lose the
Fake
fight?
EJ
We
fan.
try to
This
keep
nigga's a fake
losers to
EJ
5
fan.
seconds on the mic. We don't want you more than 5 seconds.
Yeah,
nigga.
man, you wanna do all the motherfucking
Nah, nigga, you don't want to bust, nigga. You're a fake Spence
Muhammad
fan,
Ali
nigga.
lost to Frazier.
Nah,
came
nigga,
back
you're a
and
fake
whooped his
Spence
ass
fan,
twice.
nigga. Any fighter can lose in boxing,
Why
nigga.
the fuck
You going
you
to
think
support
Spence
When I
didn't get
beat him
together and
down,
come
they
back?
gonna say he
Nah,
was
nigga.
too drained and he stayed at the division too long.
That's what he did, man.
Hey, Wally, what about the car accident?
Man, that shit was vicious, Joe.
You think that had something? You think that had something to do with it too? You think Spence was the same after that car accident?
Man, shock trauma is the motherfucker, H. You ain't never the same, Joe.
He had hella trauma the other night, nigga.
Yeah, that was trauma too, but you ain't never the same.
Yeah, that was worse than the accident. He looked like he got brain damage.
Man, you know why he look bad? Y'all know why he look bad? Because he got in there with a fast ass left hander, and you niggas didn't see it coming. And I warned you.
Yeah,
that was a bad matchup. That was a bad
I
matchup.
warned you.
But I know
I warned you.
Frazier came back and whooped his ass twice. Okay?
Yeah, but we not talking about him
I know
though. That's a bad.
fact. So we don't know what that motherfucker.
Yeah, we know. We know, brother. That's a bad matchup. Let me say this to you, right? Look, here's the thing. Spence liked to walk people down, right? And Bud was.
He wasn't there to be walked down. He moved.
And Bud timing what some people were saying, and D was one of them, but a lot of people and I did say I was worried about that check hook and that timing. If Ugas can catch him like that, then Bud would be able to do it too. And it's a bad matchup. His arms aren't long enough. He wasn't able to get in there and jab, and every time he walked in, he got jabbed or he got check hooked.
And Bud had the heart. Bud had the heart to sit there in that pocket in exchange with the bigger guy, bro. He believed in his skills, bro.
Gotta give him credit for that.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't.
That's why Earl look bad. It ain't got nothing to do with Earl. It's Bud. Bud's not afraid of Earl. I keep telling y'all that when two niggas get in that ring, not afraid of each other, you find a lot about a man. You find out a lot about a man when two men ain't afraid of each other.
Rematch. I want to see him get whooped again. I can't wait for this rematch. I want to see him get whooped again.
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen,
It ain't gonna happen. He gonna get this ass whooping twice.
Nah,
it's gonna happen.
EJ,
and this time we gonna sleep him. This time we putting him to sleep.
What you gonna say if it don't happen? I want to hear that.
You duck. Y'all some ducks. Y'all some ducks. Y'all had a rematch clause and y'all didn't want it. Y'all didn't exercise the rematch clause. Y'all scared.
Man,
that's not what he mean, H. He means if he don't get knocked out the second time.
He got a rematch clause. He won't exercise it. He don't want his get back. He don't want revenge.
He gonna beat Bud next time, bro.
Gave it a date.
All right, let's do it. I can't wait for it. Get your popcorn ready.
He gonna fight Crawford one more time, and
he's gonna be the biggest comeback in boxing history.
Y'all better be glad I ain't got no voice. You niggas better be glad I ain't got no
boxing history, bro.
That's the fight is a duck.
That's all I can say. You better be glad I ain't got no voice.
Why you talking about Boots then? So why you clout chasing talking about Boots then, nigga?
Hey, I'm gonna go back in the chat because I ain't got that much voice, and I really need to get these niggas in there. Tonight I will be back because I ain't got no voice.
I got blood beating boots. I got blood beating boots, bro.
I want to get these niggas so bad for you, Ace, but I can't talk.
Tonight, D. We gonna be on all night anyway. This was a quick one.
I'm gonna be in the chat. I just can't get these niggas the way I want because my voice gone. These niggas too dumb. Man, I done heard every. Hey, if you can think of an excuse, if you can think of an excuse, I have heard it. Between Saturday and 9, any excuse you can think of, I have heard it.
I want to see EJ Bud. I want to see the rematch, bro.
The man won the fight, man. The rematch is on according with my man said.
He gonna get retired. He gonna fight him one more time. He gonna get knocked out like AJ.
There's no need to retire. We've seen many people get knocked out multiple times, bro. Ain't no need for EJ to retire, bro.
Because he damn near got
their weight class, bro. We're gonna beat Thurman.
I don't know what I'm gonna say because I don't believe that. I don't believe that at this point. He damn near. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I was watching again. Let me be clear. I've been telling people I'm a Bud fan. I enjoy both of them. I was giving the edge to Spence. I was calling people crazy, thinking that either one of them was gonna get their ass whipped. That's what I was saying. And when I was watching that fight, I felt bad for the brother because I started to root for Spence a little bit when I was watching the training when they was training and stuff, and I started to root for his cause. So I was really the way his face was looking, man, like. He beat him to. He was if there was no ref, he would have beat him to death. If there was no one to break it up, like he got face dead. Like that's real talk. Like he literally got brain dead. We don't even know the extent of his face injuries.
Facts, bro.
He was crying when the fight was over with. He hugged him like he hugged him like he was his daddy. He hugged him like he was his daddy. Spence
Errol Spence ain't gonna retire, bro.
Each other, man. Don't do
no,
that.
They did. But I mean, Errol put his arms around his neck and hugged him like his daddy.
Respect, Joe. Don't do that.
No, that's fair. Okay.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing Shakur did though when Shakur hugged him like his daddy. Shakur hugged him like his daddy too, bro.
That's fair, Wally.
Hey,
okay, bro.
Hey, bro. Shakur hugged him like his daddy too.
On some real talk, they showed respect, man. And the young people of the day, they don't know what the fuck respect look like, Joe.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
They do a whole lot of goddamn talking and don't know what the fuck they talking about, man.
Well, I'm joking, brother. I'm joking, but I get that.
You said he
did hug him like he was his daddy. I said it.
I'm correcting you. He respect.
Well, you ain't got to correct me. I'm 44. I know it was respect. I was playing.
Well, you younger than me, bro. You younger than me, and you talk like you younger than me. You see what I'm saying? Okay. You don't know what respect look like.
Well, I mean, you don't sound like you know too much about respect because you ain't respectfully accepting that ass whooping that he took.
I ain't taking.
No, I know, but you talking like you making excuses and you act like you.
Joe, man, you talking like I took the ass whipping. Look, man, I ain't took an ass whipping in my life, Joe. Okay,
yeah, I took a couple.
We want the rematch, bro. We ain't talking no Bud. Come on, Bud. Bring it on, bro. We're gonna be ready for you next time.
The man even told you a date, man. The man told Spence.
Yeah, bro. I mean, bro, come on, bro.
He don't know what his doctor's gonna tell him.
EJ is one of the elite fighters, bro. Come on, bro.
He don't know what
his getting beat.
Hey, listen.
Better not duck that rematch, Wally. Your boy Spence better not duck that rematch, bro. We gonna drag his ass in the ring.
If they do a rematch at 154 and Spence coming in and moving different and got more energy, we're gonna know it was the weight drain. That's one thing we're gonna find out.
It's not about the weight, bro. It's not about the weight, bro.
I know on fight night, even if we gotta drag his ass in that ring, he gonna get this ass whooping two times, nigga. Nah, he gonna get this ass whooping 2 times. He better not duck the rematch, my nigga. For real. Even if we gotta drag his ass in the ring, he gonna get it. He gonna get it twice, nigga.
He beat him. Did not tell you not to go outside. He beat him like grandma.
We got the rematch on.
He beat that boy like he stole something. He beat that boy like he was his daddy. That's what happened.
All right, we saw that. All right, now what?
Yeah, easy work, Wally. Easy work, my nigga.
So Frazier beat Ali in the
We're not talking about Frazier and Ali. Frazier didn't beat the shit out of Ali like that. Frazier didn't beat the shit out of Ali like that, brother.
You gonna sleep it.
Hold it, man. Hold it.
We gonna put him to sleep, nigga.
Frazier
You hear me?
Ali in the first fight.
He already knocked his teeth out. Wally, stop making excuses. Crawford knocked your boy Spence teeth out. He left him toothless. He left that nigga toothless.
He didn't get Frazier didn't get his ass. Ali did not get his ass whooped by Frazier in that first fight like Bud.
Comparing EJ to Ali, he ain't nothing like Ali, nigga.
All right,
he ain't nothing like Ali. He's not on Ali's level. Don't you disrespect Ali like that, nigga. Don't you ever disrespect Ali like that. Ali ain't never looked like that, nigga.
Sugar Ray Leonard won the first fight.
What you mean, bro?
Hold it, man. Hold it, man. Hold it.
What you mean? Sugar Ray Leonard put up a good performance. He ain't getting knocked out. He ain't getting knocked out. Now let me give you a boxing lesson. You pick Errol Spence. Let me give you a boxing lesson. Your boy got knocked out, nigga. You can't teach me nothing. Your boy got knocked out. Your fighter got knocked out.
He can't come back and compete.
Nah, he done. You said he was done. You just said that. You going with Boots.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, you said he was finished.
Based on all I've been through, that's my opinion.
So you said he finished.
What happened in that goddamn ring?
So now you switching up. So now you saying he gonna win a rematch? Is that what you said?
What I'm saying is, so I can be clear. I think that he stayed at 147 too long, trying to unify.
Excuses. That's an excuse.
Hold it, man.
Okay, go ahead. That's an excuse. Yep.
This is my opinion. And I think that when they move up to 154, I think it's going to be a better deal. That's what I'm saying.
So you got Errol Spence in a rematch at 154?
No, he don't. He just saying it's going to be better.
Oh, man. What the fuck? You going to talk for me, too? Damn, I ain't got no God.
Okay, Mr. Wally. I'm sorry.
I know you stressed out, Wally. Your boy Spence got knocked out. I know you stressed out because your fighter got knocked out.
Personally, I think 147, and I'm not taking nothing away from Crawford. I think Spence, he stayed there a little too long. And I think when he go up to 154, it's going to be a different fight. Now,
so you got Spence winning? You got him winning?
No.
We got to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. So you can't even answer the question, bro.
But last week,
Crawford knocked him out again.
He knew the answer last week,
I can answer this. When I saw Spence's face in the locker room, he looked like something didn't go right in his camp. That's what it looked like.
It looked like he wanted to quit. He felt like a
I'm talking about before the fight started.
Oh, okay.
What you see? What did you see? What did you see?
If you got anybody that got the tape, you go back and you look at the videotape, right? Anybody recording the fight, they show Spence. I guess he was sitting on a chair or sitting on a table or whatever he was doing. He looked bewildered. Then when you flip it and they show Crawford, he's hitting the pads. That's the indication right there.
You said EJ was doing what? He looked like he was what?
He looked like he was a little nervous.
Bewildered. Looked like
nervous.
He looked like he was scared.
Yeah,
looked like he was scared because. And let me tell you, most people ain't never played nothing and ain't never been in a ring and ain't never been on a football field.
What you try to say?
Yeah, I was state champ.
He already knew he was gonna catch hell because he had already had previous fights. I heard him say it. He had previous fights. We had trouble making the weight. And
listen, brother. So let me say that.
Let's go with the fighter saying. Let's see what he said. He said, in another fights, I had to push through and it worked. But tonight, this didn't work.
Because it didn't match up.
Because he fought against Terence Crawford. Because he fought against Terence Crawford. He wasn't fighting Ugas. He wasn't fighting. Well, hold up, bro. Hold up. You been talking. Let me talk, bro. Now, because he was fighting Terence Crawford, nigga. He wasn't fighting Sean Porter. He wasn't fighting Ugas. He wasn't fighting Mikey Garcia. He was fighting the best fighter in the fucking world. Number 1 pound for pound. 2-time undisputed. 3-time lineal, nigga. 3-division world champion. Number 1 pound for pound. Terence Crawford, nigga.
Okay.
That's why, nigga.
I got one thing. Let me say one thing real quick.
Hey, you said.
Let me say one thing real quick.
Y'all said none of that shit mattered.
Let me get some clarification.
Let me say one thing real quick.
Hey, let me ask.
That nigga Bud outside of Antonio Tarver telling that nigga Roy Jones, you got any excuses after he knocked his ass out in the second round? He got a game. Bud got the second greatest. Bud got the second greatest gangster moment of all time in boxing, nigga.
Y'all making it like Roy Jones
and looked at that nigga Charlo and said, "Nigga, you next."
And that's what. Yeah, you're right, Cam. During the fight.
Antonio Tarver can't get no respect for what he said because
Just like I'm talking about Boots Ennis when Roy Jones was crushing that 168 pound division, right? Tony Otava's ass was sitting right there.
He was trying to fight him.
Man, you making excuses. Tarver is a legend. Tarver knocked out Roy Jones, nigga. You mad because Tarver knocked out Roy Jones, and that's what happened to EJ. You mad because EJ? Yeah, nigga, we don't want to hear that. Nigga, I've been knowing boxing. I know more about boxing than you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Don't question me, nigga. Question me. That's why your boy Spence knocked out. Nigga, he knocked out Roy, nigga, 2 times, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. I want to hear. Shit, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Yo, got knocked out, nigga. Yeah, so why EJ get knocked out?
Hold up, though. Let's deal with Roy right quick. Why did he get knocked out?
You sore loser.
Get on Roy. Leave Roy out.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to answer the question.
He retired. No, Roy, we not talking about Bud and Crawford.
Roy Jones got knocked out.
Hey, hold it, if you ain't going to answer the question.
Nah, fuck that, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. I want to hear that shit. Stop making excuses, nigga. That's why your boy EJ.
Roy Jones went up to heavyweight. That's what happened. Roy Jones went up to heavyweight. And Antonio Tava jumped on him.
Knocked out. Niggas crying back down. Nigga, that's why your boy Errol Spence got knocked out. Y'all crying, nigga. I know you can't take it. You can't handle it. When your fighter lose. You can't handle when your fighter lose, nigga. Nigga, you making excuses like Roy Jones. You making excuses like Roy Jones, nigga. That's why Tarver knocked Roy Jones, nigga. That's why Tarver knocked his ass.
Nigga, he was trying to. Roy wouldn't fight him.
This nigga's a lying ass nigga, bro. You lying, bro. You a sore loser. You a sore loser, bro. That's why fucker got knocked out. Capping ass nigga, bro. We don't want to hear that shit, nigga. Sore loser, nigga. You was in that shit last week. You don't know shit about boxing, nigga. You don't know shit about boxing, nigga. That's why your boy got knocked out, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. That's why EJ got knocked out. You wasn't saying that shit last week. Making these damn excuses, nigga. Soon as your fighter get knocked out, and then you switch to Boots that quick, nigga.
Hold it,
capping ass nigga. You switch to Boots that quick, nigga.
Roy Jones fight until
nigga, Antonio Tarver knocked out Roy Jones. He knocked out Roy Jones, nigga. Antonio Tarver knocked out Roy Jones. He told Roy Jones, you got any excuses tonight? That's what Crawford gonna say to EJ. That's what Crawford gonna say to EJ. You got any excuses tonight? And knock him out in a rematch, nigga. That's what's gonna happen. Just like Tarver did Roy Jones, nigga. He gonna put him to sleep, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, crybaby ass, nigga. Soon as your fighter lose, you start making excuses, nigga. Take your loss like a man, nigga. Fuck wrong with you.
Well, you ain't answer that Roy Jones question.
Y'all niggas don't want it, nigga. Y'all don't want it, nigga. Y'all don't want it. Yeah, he's gonna get knocked out like Roy Jones in his rematch with Tarver.
I'm gonna leave it there, Joe.
And guess what? Crawford gonna ask that nigga. Crawford gonna ask that nigga. Do you got any excuses tonight, EJ? Do you got any excuses tonight, EJ? EJ, do you got any excuses tonight, EJ? Do you got any excuses tonight, Wally? Huh? When Crawford knock him out in that rematch, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
No excuse from EJ.
Yeah, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it from you. I'm hearing it from you. I'm hearing it from you.
Man, I'm
hearing excuses from you, nigga. So stop making excuses, then, nigga. Take them in. Nigga, stop making excuses. Put some money on the rematch. Put some money where your mouth is, then, nigga.
If it was
in that rematch, nigga. Nigga, I got Crawford knocking him out in the rematch, nigga. I got Crawford knocking him out. Nah, I ain't trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that, nigga. I got Crawford knocking out EJ in the rematch, nigga. You ain't talking about shit, nigga. I got Crawford knocking that nigga out again, nigga. Fuck wrong with you,
man, nigga. Anybody can say that, man, after they done seen what took place.
Because you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. So you know what's gonna happen. So you know what's going to happen.
Antonio
you know what's going to happen. So you know what's going to happen. Oh yeah, Antonio Tarver knocked out Roy Jones. He beat the shit out of Roy Jones. Beat the shit out of Roy Jones. No, we talking about Roy Jones. Hey, B-Hop is my fighter. I don't give a fuck about that. That's my fighter anyway, nigga. So, hey, what did Roy Jones do with Tarver? What did Errol Spence do with Crawford?
He went up in weight.
What did Errol Spence do with Crawford? He want to talk about boots now. Now he want to talk about Bernard Hopkins. He want to talk about Bernard Hopkins. Now this nigga want to talk about Bernard Hopkins. Nigga, you crying because your boy got knocked out. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses for EJ. You an EJ fan. Your boy got
no excuse for EJ, man. The nigga look flat. He look flat. Look like
yeah, you making excuses.
Brother.
That's all you doing. As soon as you got on the panel, all you doing is making excuses because you picked EJ and EJ got his ass whooped. So if he got a rematch, why you why you talking about Boots then?
We had a rematch. EJ
Boots then, nigga. EJ ain't gonna do shit. EJ ain't gonna do shit, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? EJ ain't gonna do shit. He can't fuck with Crawford. Crawford beat his ass, nigga. Crawford beat his ass, nigga. Crawford beat that nigga ass, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
He beat the shit out of EJ, nigga.
Yeah, crybaby ass, nigga.
Well,
he beat the shit out of
that nigga face right there. Look at that nigga face right there.
Nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga?
Bro, that was the one-sided massacre, nigga.
He crying
that shit wasn't even fair, nigga. He made EJ look like an amateur, nigga.
It's gonna happen again at the rematch, nigga. You scared of that rematch, nigga? Nigga try to he will
EJ got his ass beat.
You know what's gonna happen, Joe?
Yeah, you scared, nigga. We know what's gonna happen.
He gonna get beat worse.
Yup, he gonna get like Roy Jones.
That nigga Crawford took this foot off the gas in the 6th round, bro. He could have really killed that nigga, bro.
Jones,
nigga. Errol Spence.
Get
knocked
out
out of here, nigga.
You talking about he drank like fucking Roy Jones when Roy Jones got knocked out by Tarver.
You just a Crawford hater, nigga. You just a Crawford hater, nigga.
You're Crawford hater.
Fucking Crawford hater, you hating ass.
You don't know shit about boxing, nigga.
Weird as hell for that. You was a weirdo, nigga. You still hating, nigga. You was a fucking weirdo, nigga.
Because he knew he had
Nigga, your ass is a weirdo, nigga. You hating on that.
He knew he had to break
a weirdo, nigga.
Break to fight his motherfucking ass.
Bro, this is the same thing you said about EJ. EJ was weight trained.
Stop hating on
You
that
saying
man.
EJ was weight trained. You saying the same thing.
Move up to heavyweight.
Nigga, cry baby ass, nigga. He knocked that nigga out. We don't want to hear that shit, nigga.
Beat the shit out of him, nigga. Everybody disappointed about that fight. Everybody disappointed about that shitty ass fight.
Go cook that nigga born hustler. Cook that nigga born hustler.
Everybody disappointed about that fight.
Salute panel. Salute panel.
Tell him
what up?
He riding with Tank over Shakur. Yeah, he riding with Tank. He GTD.
Oh yeah. We gonna start that up soon, H. But where that bitch ass EJ fan at? Where that bitch ass EJ fan at? That was one of the worst fights I ever seen. That was a dominant performance by Bud Crawford, nigga. That was dominant.
Hey, let me jump in. Hey, Sports 7, you still here?
I'm here, brother.
Hey, Money, look here. You know what? Me and you were mirrored, identical on our positions when it came to this fight. I was just like you. I started out saying, you know, my battle with everybody was, this is what I'm saying. I can't call it. I said that. I can't call it. I don't have enough intellectual capacity to call it. But then, like I was telling the guys yesterday. But then I started going for visuals, not talking about boxing skills and all that, and watching one fight against the other or one fight opponents. Literally just physical photographs. And all I was able to go to was that it looked like Spence was bigger and thicker. Now, a bigger and thicker pressure fighter against what Val said, a lighter guy. He got power, got speed, got punch placement, all that shit, ring generalship. But that big motherfucking bear pushing you up and squeezing you into small spaces and keeping you from being able to use that ring, he might stand a chance. So I started to lean, and I told everybody, I said, I'm leaning towards Spence, but I don't know. I can't call it. Now, let me just say this. I'm gonna go backwards. That's the reason. That fight with Spence is the reason that Porter's father threw that motherfucking towel in there.
That's a great
That's
point,
why.
brother. That's a great point.
That's the reason. I understand it. That's the reason why, because he didn't want that kind of damage. And you said something. Cameron told me that Spence went to the hospital, stayed overnight for observation. But listen, if that motherfucker wouldn't have stopped that fight, and that motherfucker went 2 or 3 more rounds with Bud doing that kind of shit, Spence could have lost his life in that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, he would have beat him to death if it wasn't nobody there. I mean, that's just keeping it real.
There's no question. There's no question, Mako, because you said it right. We don't know. We see the facial damage, but we don't know the fucking brain damage that could have occurred. And you know what? When you get that kind of brain damage, you can go to the hospital and you can lay in there for a day, get an observation, come out of that motherfucker, and fall dead 3 days later, man.
That's right, man. His whole face was blue. That's blood vessels. That's like during the fight. Like that ain't even after the fight. Like his face was getting lumped up, and you could see the blood on the inside of his face, not just his eye, his forehead,
That's right.
his chin. Like he really looked like it looked like he'd been in another car accident.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you know what? It was a discoloration.
Yeah.
He was going beyond the surface, the flesh, the bone. That nigga was going into that motherfucker's neurons, man.
So let me ask you a question, brother. Can I ask you a question?
Hey, let me just say, let me finish up here, Wally. Let me finish up here.
Ask one question.
Hey, I understand. I'm gonna let you ask the question. Let me finish up. Let me finish up right here. I just want to make one statement. I just want to make one statement to finish, to land my plane. I just want to land my plane. It's only going to be one statement.
You don't think you're talking about damage, so you don't think the car accident had any impact on that man's boxing?
I'm not going to answer your question until I land my plane. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what's important. I can answer your question. All right, let me answer your question like this. I don't, and I believe that no motherfucking boxing fan gives a goddamn when that nigga steps into that ring. You can talk about all kind of shit.
Thanks.
Even shit that he's bringing into the ring with him. But once he steps into the ring, that's the challenge. That nigga accepts it. Like motherfuckers were saying, well, if he didn't want that, he shouldn't have signed the contract. He done signed the contract now. Fuck all that shit. This is a motherfucking competitive fight. Niggas sit on the sidelines in a football game. They don't play because they say, I'm injured, I can't hurt. Another motherfucker take a shot, he's hurt, but he gets back in that motherfucking game. And it don't make no goddamn difference what his fucking injury is. The niggas in the game do what you're supposed to do when you're in there. So once he got in that motherfucking ring, if anybody's going to consider that car accident might have affected him, who should it have been? Me? You? No. It should have been Errol. But the nigga got in the ring. And when you get in the ring, all bets are off. And that nigga lost. Regardless, he lost. And this is my statement, my final statement I wanted to make. I wouldn't take it into consideration what you said. I wouldn't give a damn if Bud was able to improve. What you're talking about is his overall health, endurance, durability, that kind of shit, and his physical, even neurological health, trauma, all that shit, the neurons, the brain damage. Maybe that took place with that car, but he got in that motherfucking ring. And I'll say this: I don't give a damn if he was damaged from that car accident in a whole lot of ways.
This is crazy. The Errol Spence fans, I'm sorry, Victor. The Errol Spence fans, they are making so many excuses. Just like Wilder when he lost. They saying Errol Spence wasn't okay. And it's the same thing that Wally is saying.
That's right. And this is my final statement. This is my final statement. I don't care. He can't beat Bud. Period. And it's too late. Way too late in his life or his age and his career to make the necessary, I always say this, to make the required adjustments in his boxing style to motherfucking beat Bud. He can't beat Bud no matter what his condition is, whether he had an accident or not. He's not made for Bud, or he is made for Bud, should I say, because he just doesn't have the style. Then this is a true example. And by the way, do you know that Bud didn't even make any exciting, exclusive, dynamic defensive moves at all?
And the doors of the church are open. The doors of the church are open. Come on down.
Bud didn't even try to defend himself, man. He didn't have to. So this nigga, I mean, I don't want to call him that because I love Spence and I'm sorry for what happened to him. It hurt my heart. But he cannot ever in life take Bud. He doesn't need to take that rematch. Because if that car accident did affect him, and you couple that with the damage he took, he don't have a chance against Bud, man. He's gonna hurt himself.
He need to retire. Derek should have threw the towel in. In the 4th round, he should have threw the towel.
It's amazing to me, man. It's amazing to me that you guys
can't attribute a car accident
That's not
somebody
fair,
losing a state.
That's not fair, brother.
You know, when I look at the car accident, right, I saw how it happened. I mean, and you laughing, Joe.
I'm laughing, family, because no. Hold on.
It's funny because first you said he was wagering, he stayed at 147 for too long.
Was lucky.
First you said he stayed at 147 for too long.
We're not gonna play victim.
First you said he stayed at 147 for too long. Now you saying that it's the car accident. Which one is it? Man, you can't take a loss. That's exactly what it is. You was picking him to win, even with the car accident, brother. And then when you lose, you want to bring it up.
That's not what I said.
Wally, listen. What should we do? Let's take the car. Wait a minute. Let's take the car. Hey, let's take the car accident. Let's take
that man had, Joe.
Listen, man. Listen.
And ain't nobody.
Oh man, this nigga, man. You know, this is why. This is why. You know, hey, Wally. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. This is why. Hey, look here, man. Look.
I got a question for you.
Oh, goddamn, man.
What was the neurological impact and the damage? What is the full-scale report that they gave people, the public like me, you, and everybody on the panel, for what happened to his ass?
Well, they're going to give us the full report next week on what happened when Bud gave him neurological damage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. But Wally, this is what I'm saying. Hey, Wally, what should we? Hey, look, you saying you guys are something else. You don't take that car into consideration. Hey, listen. All right,
fight again. The fucking doctors cleared him to fight again, bro. He was cleared by the doctors to fight. He beat Danny Garcia. He knocked out Ugas. You didn't say shit about the car accident. Soon as he fight Bud and get his ass whooped, now you want to bring up the car accident. Man, you making excuses, man. You can't take a loss, bro.
I want to ask Wally about it.
I ask a question because I don't know.
Oh man.
Go ahead, Victor, don't let him cut you off. Victor, go ahead.
Yeah, look, hey, Wally, listen.
Did Crawford fight Danny Garcia?
Okay, anyway, listen, Wally. I want to ask you, man, what should we, me and you, and the niggas on the panel, and the motherfucking outside or sports fans, when we take into consideration, we meet you halfway. We're going to take into consideration Spence had a car accident. Now what? Now what do we do? Now what's next?
We knew that before the fight was signed, though, brother.
Okay, so now what do we do? So now what do we do?
Ain't no excuse. You know what's so crazy about what the man is saying? And see, brother, you do a lot of talking, and you need to elaborate on what you're saying. Because what you're saying makes a whole lot of sense. And what he's saying make a whole lot of sense. The only thing you lacking is elaborating on what type of car accident it was.
Oh my God!
Amani Shakur, what up? What up, OG? You hear this shit? You hear this shit?
I hear that excuse, man. They've been making excuses all week. All right, what about when that motherfucker be drunk and drinking? That played a whole lot.
You embarrassing Errol Spence right now. You embarrassing Errol Spence, brother.
God damn, man.
That was that alcohol in his system.
I try to give you niggas some goddamn respect, and you niggas is just stupid and ignorant. He got thrown from a goddamn car, Joe.
Yeah, but so what I'm asking you is, hey, Wally. Hey, let me say, wait, hold up, listen. Let's say this, okay? Hey, fellas.
Where motherfuckers hitting on you, he hit his head on that concrete, Joe.
Okay. Hey, fellas, give me a chance with Wally. Give me 1 minute with Wally. Let me bring some reasonableness.
He hit his head on them gloves too.
Over each other. Let me try to reason. Let me try to reason with Wally.
Gloves was all upside.
He's tapping, bro. You can't come on, man.
I want to reason with him. I can reason with him.
You can't reason with that, bro.
All right, give me one stab at him.
Hey, let Amani tap in too. Let Amani get up in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Okay. Hey. Can I go with him real quick? Just one stab at it. Take one stab at it. Okay, Wally, listen. We're going to take into consideration that Bud was in a horrific accident. All right. Now we got that in consideration. Now, where do we apply that? Are we supposed to say, well, you know what? In all actuality, he really didn't get his ass kicked. You see, he was in the car accident. What are we supposed to do with that?
What you can do, you can see the deterioration of a fighter, Joe. See,
and that he got his ass kicked. Doesn't make any goddamn difference. The judges ain't gonna take the car accident into consideration.
Hold, let me finish.
Most motherfuckers who ain't never played mumbling peg, they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I mean, we all know what a car accident is. Come on, Wally. You insult niggas. We all know what a car accident is.
That was a fuck. That motherfucker got thrown from a car, Joe.
We know that, and we know what that is. I'm telling you,
120
how does that apply to last night's fight?
How we do it? Because he was drunk driving. He was drinking and driving. He was drunk. He was drinking and driving and got in that car accident. Who you blame for that? He could have killed somebody doing that shit. He was drinking and driving. He was drunk, right? So let's talk about his alcohol problems.
He always drunk.
You don't bring that up.
He always drunk. That's why.
That's another issue.
He always drunk, right?
That's self-infliction. But let me ask my man that's been talking. Hey, my man, what sport did you play, man?
Basketball, football, and a little.
What that got to do with anything? What he played? That ain't got nothing to do with it, bro.
They ain't got to do with it.
You act like you was a world champion or something. Was you a champion? You talk like you in the Hall of Fame or something, bro.
I'm in the Hall of Fame.
You in the Hall of Fame or something? Well, like,
Look,
brother, what champions you beat, nigga?
Brother,
don't try to talk down on that, brother. Because your fighter got his ass whooped by Crawford. Because Errol Spence got his ass knocked out.
Level of the niggas' intellect.
Man, your boy got fucked up, man. I know what I seen, nigga. You wasn't saying that shit before the fight, nigga. When he got his ass whooped, nigga, you ain't said shit about that nigga being an alcoholic and shit. How he was drinking and driving. That's how we got in that car accident. He did that shit to himself, nigga.
That wasn't the whole thing.
Yeah, nigga.
I don't want to talk about how it really happened.
Yeah, I know you want to talk about the truth, nigga.
He was in a passenger seat with him.
That ain't totally wild, Joe. That ain't totally wild.
You was in the passenger seat with him. We know.
No, that ain't what.
Does it sound like you flipped the car 50 times too?
I'm gonna leave
this shit funny as hell.
Now we going to other areas, and I don't like going to other areas because, like you said, I ain't got near nickel in the motherfucking quarter. But that wasn't the total truth.
Okay, but you know what, Wally? You said you was leading up to saying I don't know nothing about boxing, and I know this. When the motherfucker gets in that ring, all that shit is out the goddamn window. I know that much.
Ain't no
he got medical cleared. He got cleared by the doctor to fight, so ain't no fucking excuses. The doctor cleared that motherfucker, and that's it.
You right.
That's it. That's it.
But being somebody that's an athlete,
after butt come the bullshit. After butt come bullshit. That's bullshit, Wally.
5% of motherfuckers is on the panel talking shit. They can't play mumbling fucking peg.
Damn, Wally in his feelings for real, H.
Oh shit! Because I said you can't play mumbling peg.
Motherfucker in his feelings, man. That motherfucker in his feelings.
I heard what I said then.
That motherfucker in his feelings, man. God damn.
Yeah. You know what? You know what, Wally? Hey, Wally. When you make a claim, you need to be able to explain that. Decipher that so motherfuckers understand what you mean by the claim. You keep repeating the motherfucking claim. He was in an accident. He was in an accident. He was in an accident. And so,
with all due respect, bro. With all due respect, bro. When I'm talking, and
Mike Tyson was in a whole lot of accidents. He ain't complaining.
They be talking over.
What you talking about?
Though you don't want to hear my claim. You don't.
Yeah, basically, he telling us when he talking to shut the fuck up when he talking.
That comes from people that can't play shit.
Hey, brother, I wrestle. Let me tell you something, Wally. I wrestled.
Wrestling is a
hold on,
goddamn sport.
Hold on, brother. Listen, brother. I wrestled in high school. My junior year, I went to the States. My senior year, I finished 4th. I went from 150 to 119. I suck weight every week. You know what I'm trying to say. So,
and what I'm saying to you, that's a fucking hell of a goddamn sport. Why do I know that? Because when I was in college, my homeboy was a goddamn wrestler, right?
Yeah.
And when we would be practicing basketball for 3 hours, they would be running for 3 hours, and when we be getting ready to go take a shower after practice,
we still be running with trash bags on. With trash, I used to sleep in the trash.
Yeah,
bag.
so I'm trying to tell you, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But me, I can relate to what you're saying. But you got a lot of motherfuckers don't even understand what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah, but just
and once again, now that you said that, what makes you say that about niggas who say the motherfucker was in a car accident, but he lost that fight last night because he got in the ring? The nigga that was in the car accident had the attitude, the mentality to get in that motherfucking ring, knowing that nigga across from him was going to try to knock his head off. Now, why didn't that nigga take your advice and say, no, not now?
That's a good question. Now, watch what I'm getting ready to tell you. Do you? Let me ask you a question. Well, I ain't gonna ask it to you like that because I know you ain't never did it. But do you know what a person will do and what the sacrifices that they will make to make $82 million?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now think about that. Now answer your own question.
Yeah, okay. Well, now see now. Oh man, you changed the goalpost.
It don't make sense. Do it now. That's a head scratcher for your fucking ass.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You moved the goalpost. No, you moved the goalpost.
Errol Spence is go back and look at the weigh-in. And Earl, when you ever seen Errol Spence reach over and say something about, hey man, you see how much motherfucking money we gonna make, man? Thanks for doing this, Joe. And now he got a rematch clause, and they stand to make the same amount of money. These guys are in the hurt business. Their bodies are fucked up.
Worried about the money, bro. Crawford he was trying to make history by becoming a 2-time undisputed champion. EJ was the one thinking about the money. Oh man, we get it paid. We this and that. Crawford was thinking about knocking that nigga head off, bro.
When they talk about the fight, hold up, though. Hold up, Ace.
Okay.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out real quick. They're gonna talk about the fight. They gotta talk about Spence, and they gotta talk about Crawford in history, right? And they're gonna do it again according to what you said, right? That's another $82 million. Now, if my math is correct, that's $164 million, and that potentially can be what they're gonna make.
Hey, stop right there, Wally.
Yep, and he gonna take an ass whooping with it.
Hey,
he gonna get knocked out again too.
Stop right
get
there.
All that money. Make sure he get all the money he can because he gonna need it after this ass whooping.
Yeah, stop right there, Wally. Because you know what? We ain't talking about that. You are. We talking about who won that fight last night and how.
I get you to see the big goddamn picture.
No, the big picture for us is. Hey, you trying to take it somewhere?
He was out motherfucking boxed. That's the big picture. The big picture, he was out boxed. The fuck you talking about? He was out boxed.
No, Wally, hey man, look here, man. Wally's trying to pull the wool over you niggas' eyes. Wally's trying to pull the wool over you niggas' eyes. He wants the big picture. No, you want the big picture. You, hey, wait a minute, hold it. Listen, fellas. Wally wants the big picture to be the money. See, he wants us to start thinking about the money. Why did Earl get in that ring? You know why he got in the ring? He got in the ring because he got 80 million too. We ain't talking about that. That's not the big picture for fight fans. The big picture is who won that fight and how he won it. That's the big picture. Stay right there, nigga.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah, that's the big picture. It ain't about the money then.
Nigga, it's about them two niggas getting in that ring and throwing them hands.
Backwood, ignorant ass nigga. It's all about the money.
Oh, you all over the place, man. You all over the motherfucking place, man.
That's exactly what the fuck is about, dumbass.
This nigga's all over the motherfucking place.
Getting in that goddamn ring, getting in shape, draining their body, doing whatever they gotta do to make $2 goddamn like what the fuck you make. Man, get the fuck out of here. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, man. Hey, get that nigga off the panel, Joe.
Yeah, you right about that. You right about that. You said you talking about something. Man. Hey, you
should arrest this nigga immediately.
Hey, man, you know what?
Hey, you right.
You right. For these niggas, you right. You right. You got me. You right.
Money, boxing panel, jail. Nigga, you need to go to jail for what you say.
Yeah, you right. You right. You right, Wally. You got me.
I know
you was talking about something I don't know nothing about. And guess what? I don't give a motherfuck either. All I give a goddamn about is them two niggas in that ring, nigga. I didn't pay pay-per-view to see how much them motherfuckers was gonna make. I paid pay-per-view to see them niggas fight. And that's it for me. So if you want to call me a limited motherfucking...
Listen to yourself, man. Listen to yourself.
I'm listening.
You said, I paid.
Yep, I did.
Before you saw the goddamn fight, you had to do something, nigga. You paid.
Yeah, right.
Dumbass nigga.
What about that?
And that's how they get paid.
I understand that.
So you want to take boxing and the punishment that they give each other, you want to put that on the shelf and say, oh, man, it's just all about the fight. Man, you dumb ass, backwood, country ass motherfucking nigga.
Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. I didn't put a motherfucking thing on the shelf. I don't give it.
They gonna flag this video. They flagged our video. The Spence fans reported it. Oh, that's some bullshit, bro.
That's why I can't see. Hey,
this shit crazy, bro. Nah, bro. Come on, bro. Niggas fucking up my channel with that shit, bro. The motherfucker reported that shit because Errol Spence got knocked out. The Spence fans They on some police YouTube shit. Telling the YouTube police joking, on the nigga channel because we exposing Errol Spence getting knocked out.
You joking, Joe?
Bro.
You joking?
I'm for real,
serious,
bro.
Joe?
I'm serious, bro. I don't joke around, bro. I don't play around, bro. That's some bullshit, bro.
They flagged your fucking
flag my video.
Got beat up.
This nigga got knocked out, bro. And we telling the truth about what happened. The Spence fans watching doing that shit.
See, another thing too, I couldn't come up on the damn
fucking
YouTube,
nigga channel up.
Flagging my goddamn, I be going there. They be flagging me like a mother. My shit.
That's
I don't
crazy,
even got no time. I got ghost channels, man.
This shit got an age restriction now.
They flag me all the motherfucking time, Joe, because I be talking shit like I'm talking now.
How the fuck that happened, bro?
Huh? Yeah, that's crazy, Joe. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. See, that's what I'm trying to say,
bro.
If
this
they
whole
done
ass
that
nigga got knocked out.
That's crazy, then a motherfucker, Joe.
View content.
That's crazy, then a motherfucker, Joe.
Cause this nigga got knocked out. They crying, bro.
Well, I ain't crying,
niggas,
Joe. I ain't never been
ass niggas.
I got a good ass whooping when I was 15. I ain't take no more after that.
Well, no, you crying today though, brother. I can't let you slide.
Nah, man, don't put me in the category with YouTube, man. I don't get down.
No, I'm talking about what I'm listening to today.
You asked me about the motherfucker. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it, and I don't
know you in it
nobody.
today. No, you in it.
Yeah, you in it today, money. You in it today. You in it today.
I go for the goddamn police, motherfucker. They can guarantee it. We know.
Well, I ain't calling you. No, I ain't got nothing to do with the police.
Damn word. We can't. He can't come to court.
Well, I ain't talking about far as that. I don't know. I ain't trying to. Brother, I ain't trying to take away from you. I don't know about that. I can't get into that. You to me, like I said, I was rocking with you because you was cooking the last couple of weeks, and you started to sell me a dream. And I feel like
well, I'm still gonna sell you a dream.
Well, you can't sell me. No. You fooled me once. Hold on, no. First time, First time, shame on you. You can't fool me again. No. I'm like George Bush Jr. First time, shame on you. Fool me once, shame on you. You can't fool me again. I ain't listening to this rhetoric. I ain't listening to this bullshit you're coming up with today. You sit up here telling us lies and chopping and screwing, and Errol Spence is listening to you, shaking his head because he's ashamed. He's ashamed, brother.
So you want to erase the car accident? You want to act like the car? I'm getting thrown from 100-mile car. That don't.
I just hate to bring that up because
like I told you, man. The only person that don't understand that is a nigga that ain't never played shit. In high school, you was too scared to go out there on that goddamn gridiron. Could have been a running back. Could have been.
Bro, I just told you what I did in high school, brother. So I ain't
talking about you then. I'm talking about the other niggas that ain't never did, and they was probably on the corner trying to fake like they was a drug dealer or whatever they was trying to do.
I don't even know what this nigga's trying to say, man. You know what I mean?
Know what the hell I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no. The only thing I can do, I'm gonna tell you something. The only thing I can do with what you saying is speculate, because you ain't clarified a motherfucking thing yet. You still ain't. You ain't hit the bullet point yet, nigga. The nigga was in a car accident, and so what? The nigga was in a car accident, so what? The nigga was in a car accident, so what?
120 miles per hour, hitting your head, your teeth, and shit on concrete. That's all the goddamn explanation you need.
Because he was drunk. Because he was drunk.
What's it explaining?
Because he was drunk.
That's not the full story. That's not the full story that he was just drunk. That's not the full story.
Yeah, but what does that explain? Him being in the car accident, what does that explain?
That
he was a damaged fighter?
Just like the fighters that the other brother was doing all that talking.
That was me.
Amir Khan. When Terence Crawford fought Amir Khan, right? He had already been.
Terence Crawford got shot in the back of his head when he was younger.
He had but it didn't penetrate the flesh. Go back and listen to what it said. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing neurologically. It hit the bone structure and bounced out. That
shit, a bullet don't belong in your head, period. I don't give a fuck what it damaged or didn't damage.
Well, I can agree with that, but the point I'm trying to make to you is it didn't impact nothing about him, Joe.
And evidently, nothing impacted Spence because the doctor allowed him to fight.
Okay, you believe that?
The doctor allowed him to fight.
Yeah, you believe that?
Now here we go with conspiracy. Now we going to conspiracy.
Man,
the doctors conspired.
Thrown from a goddamn car, 120-mile rate of speed, man. What
the doctors conspired now.
Yeah. Well, you said, do we really believe that the doctors really allowed him, relieved him to fight? No, let's say no, they didn't. They lied to somebody.
They allowed him to fight, man. But you know, a doctor will allow a whole lot of shit, Joe.
Nah, no, they ain't. Not like that. No, knowing that man
doctor
could possibly die in that ring. Knowing that man could possibly die in that ring.
My man, you ready to say something? I want you to answer this. When you say no. When it comes to money, I want you to turn your answer to yes. When money's involved and you can get verification from a crooked motherfucking doctor, they'll put a motherfucking in. And I'm not making no excuses. We just talking. But I'm saying, you are crooked. You ain't never been around a crooked ass doctor. And if you ain't,
I've been around a lot of crooked motherfucking people.
All right.
I know a bunch of them. I know a bunch of them. But why would that man risk his own life? Why would his camp allow him to risk his own life? Why would his parents allow him to risk his fucking life?
Can we run it back in? Can we run it back in?
Hey, you know what? Wally already answered that. He said for $80 million. For $80 million.
Yeah.
He can see at the end of the rainbow, he gonna have $160 million in the goddamn.
Yeah. But he ain't gonna be able to enjoy that shit if he fucked up, Wally. How he gonna enjoy 82 million and he fucked up? That motherfucking brain, his brain scrambled in his head like egg. How the fuck he gonna enjoy the money?
Well, if looking at the kind of guy that he is, right?
That shit going on doctor bills. It's going on hospital bills.
Hey Wally,
surgery.
Enjoy what he can enjoy, and he gonna create some generational wealth for his children.
Okay,
see, now
all right.
That's another
yeah. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna go in there and get that $160 million, give it to the babies. They're gonna be able to live off that for the rest of their lives and deny them a motherfucking father because he's gonna die as a result.
But that's 32. Dead at 32. Dead at 32. Dead at 33.
Dead at 33. Dead at 32 because he got $160 million. That's all right. He's leaving behind a legacy. That's good. But now let me ask you this.
Why you trying to put them in the nigga? That man ain't dead. That man didn't look dead. I seen Adrian Broner get beat up by what's that bad motherfucker cowboy looking at him. He beat the shit out of Adrian Broner.
Okay.
Adrian Broner walked down the hallway same way Spence did.
Hey, Wally, listen.
Again. So why you trying to put Spence in the grave?
Okay. Oh man,
Adrian Broner ain't got Spence medical problems. He because Adrian Broner get thrown from a car at 120 miles an hour, like you just said.
Yeah.
Hey, Wally, let me ask you this. Let's reverse. Let's go all the way back to square one. Boxing. Do you think, from what you saw last night, doing what you said, taking into consideration that motherfucking Spence was in that horrific car accident, do you think that he could take Bud if the car accident hadn't taken place? Do you think he could have taken Bud? He can take Bud?
I think he would have been a different fighter. I can't say. I can't really say.
Bud put on a clinic, bro.
Damn, man. Can I? The man asked me a question. Let me say what I got to say. Being truthfully and being honest, based on what I saw in the fight, the younger Spence that I saw had better head movement and he was quicker on his feet. Spence in this fight right here, his feet was in cement. He did not move. He didn't look like he could move. His jab is, based on what I can see in the past, has slowed down. Can we attribute that to neurological damage over time?
Hey, bro.
You asked him a yes or no question. He giving us the synopsis.
One thing about it though, bro, if you just use common sense, and you look at the decay and the degeneration of the greatest Muhammad Ali, that nigga was the prettiest motherfucker I ever seen when he fought Sonny Liston. But over time, after taking punishment in the ring, right? He deteriorated, man. It's common sense, man.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, Wally.
Some people age quicker than other people.
And that's true. Hey, Wally,
that's
Wally,
all I'm
listen.
trying to tell you, young fellas, man.
All right. Now, Wally, let me just ask you one more time. I'm going to take one more stab at it. Wally, listen. You are an ex-athlete, or maybe even a current athlete, because just because you ain't in professional competition don't take you away from being an athlete.
Yeah, I go out and kick my son's ass in basketball.
Wait a minute.
Now and then, when the young one get out of line, I put the goddamn boxing gloves on with his ass.
All right, then. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you got some kind of, because athletes once an athlete, always an athlete. They never give up some kind of exercise regimen. They do something every day or as often as possible. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I'm saying that to suggest that you have a keen motherfucking eye for the athletical, skillful, the skills that a motherfucker brings to any sport. A running back, a motherfucking Kobe Bryant, you can see their athleticism where other common folk don't necessarily see the athleticism. And the athleticism.
Crawford, though. He didn't see the
They don't know what the fuck they looking at.
True enough. Now you do.
No,
and
he
once
don't.
again,
The way he ain't recognizing Crawford whipped his ass. He ain't.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to get at. I wonder, I'm asking you the same question. It's a redundant question, but I added some shit to it. I'm giving you some credit. And I'm saying, are you telling me that from what you saw last night and you eliminate, use your, you don't have to even use your imagination. You can go to some of Spencer's fights before he had the accident. Can you see that him taking that Bud Crawford with, guess what? His skill set. I'm talking about Spencer's, which is a one, what do they call that? What is that? Dimensional. One dimensional. Listen, Roy Jones, one of the best. One dimensional, he said about Errol Spence. One dimensional. And have that nigga across from you who is, like Roy said, multi-dimensional. All the dimensions are available. And you think that guy's gonna beat that nigga, man? You think Spence is gonna beat Bud because eliminating the fucking car accident? It's
if
not
I'm
going
being perfectly honest, bro. I saw some things that were strange in a big fight like this. Once they got the money, right? I saw Spence do some things that was unbecoming of somebody coming into a fight like this, right?
You're right. You're right.
What I saw him do is what I saw Muhammad Ali do when he fought Frazier. Frazier wasn't playing. He called him a monkey, called him a gorilla. He did all this stuff, all these disparaging comments he made about Frazier. When he got in the ring, he bounced around. He hit Frazier. He said, "Hey, man, can you believe we getting ready to make $5 million?" Now, back then, $5 million was a bulk of money.
Hell yeah.
Errol Spence, just go back and look. Don't take my word for it. He shook his hand and he reached over and whispered to Crawford, "Man, can you believe, man, we getting ready to get this money, Joe?" That was unusual to me. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I got you.
At the face-off,
that sound good, but that ass whooping was
that ass whooping was real. Tell us how that ass whooping felt. Tell us how that ass whooping felt, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Crawford, nigga. Number 1 pound for pound, Terence Crawford, nigga. He knocked out Errol Spence. He knocked out Errol Spence, nigga. He gonna knock him out again, nigga. Yeah, we gonna smoke to that. We smoking to that, nigga. We smoking on EJ. Now what, nigga?
Can I ask the
Victor,
question?
Nah, nigga. About money, you talking about whispering, all that shit. You still ain't answered Victor's question.
Hey, guess what?
He could have been.
Guess what? Hey, guess what, Wally? Hey, Wally, guess what? Errol Spence got knocked out. Live with it, bro. You gotta live with that. Your boy got knocked out. Your boy Errol Spence got knocked out, bro, by Terence Crawford, nigga. Stop making excuses, nigga. Just like Antonio Tarver, he knocked out your boy Roy Jones, nigga. He knocked out Roy Jones, nigga. Now what, nigga? Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. I'm with all the bullshit, nigga. Just wait for that rematch, nigga. You got any excuses tonight? Hey, Earl. Hey, you got any excuses tonight, Earl? You got any excuses tonight? Yeah, nigga, y'all niggas don't want no smoke. Y'all niggas ducking fade. You don't want that rematch, nigga. You don't want that rematch. You scared of that rematch, nigga. Y'all niggas scared, nigga. You don't want it, nigga. You try to save EJ. You try to protect EJ. You don't want Crawford to put his hands on him again. You don't want Crawford to put his hands on him again, nigga. Real talk, nigga. He gonna knock that bitch ass nigga out. He gonna knock his bitch ass out again, nigga. He gonna knock that bitch ass nigga out again, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga.
Don't hit him like that no more. Don't hit him like that.
He gonna knock that bitch ass nigga out, nigga.
Man,
We ain't stalling him out. We ain't gonna stall him out, Sports 7. Nah, we gonna drag him inside that ring and knock his ass out. We gonna put him to sleep like Antonio Tarver did Roy Jones. You got any excuses tonight, Earl? Yeah, Antonio Tarver knocked out Roy Jones, nigga. He knocked that bitch ass nigga out. He knocked this bitch ass out, nigga. He knocked that bitch ass nigga Roy Jones out, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga? Fuck you talking about? Antonio Tarver, nigga. A legend, nigga. Fuck you mean? Antonio Tarver knocked out Roy Jones. Ain't nobody knocked out Tarver. Tarver ain't never got knocked out, nigga. Tarver ain't never got knocked out like Roy Jones. Roy Jones been getting knocked out. That's why Glenn Johnson knocked out Roy Jones. That's why Antonio Tarver knocked out Roy Jones. That's why Roy Jones took steroids, nigga. That's why he took steroids. Roy Jones took steroids. He was a cheater. Roy Jones took steroids. He was a cheater, nigga. Yeah, I do. I know all about that, nigga. I know all about that, nigga. Yeah. Guess what? I know you seen when Tarver knocked that bitch ass nigga out, though. I know you know when Tarver knocked that bitch ass nigga out, like when Terence Crawford knocked out Errol Spence. And y'all niggas making excuses like Roy Jones after Roy Jones got knocked out by Tarver, nigga. We don't want to hear none of that, nigga. Get ready for that rematch, nigga. Get ready for that rematch, nigga. Get ready for that rematch. Wally, because it's gonna be worse this time. He gonna get it worse this time, Wally. Yeah.
What about Canelo?
What about Roy? What about Roy? What about when Tarver knocked him out? What about when Roy went to sleep? It's gonna happen to Earl. It's gonna happen to Earl next. It's gonna happen to Earl next.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do. I just seen it happen. He just beat his face in. He just beat the fuck out that nigga. What you mean? Just a couple of days.
154, 154, 174, 184. It don't fucking matter.
Man, I
he can't beat him.
No motherfucker look like him anyway, man. I know I'll whoop his ass.
You don't like that look like what?
Antonio Tarver.
Man, stop hating on Tarver, nigga. That's why Tarver knocked out Roy Jones, nigga. You a hater. That's why Tarver knocked out Roy Jones. Roy Jones got his ass knocked out and made excuses like you.
Nah.
Roy Jones got knocked out, made excuses like EJ. Roy Jones got knocked out. He made excuses like EJ, nigga.
Let me ask you a question, man. Did Antonio Tarver win a heavyweight title?
Nah, he did not. He didn't have to. He knocked out Roy Jones at light heavyweight. He was undisputed at light heavyweight. What does that mean? He was undisputed. He knocked out Roy Jones. He was the first person to knock. Roy Jones took steroids. Yeah, he took steroids though. Roy Jones took steroids though. That's why he went up to heavyweight. Roy Jones went up to he took steroids. That's why he went up to heavyweight, because he took steroids. Yeah, he did. He failed a drug test. But you want to talk about Canelo being a cheater, but you don't say nothing about Roy Jones being a cheater. Yeah, I know the truth. That's why Tarver knocked that bitch ass nigga out. Yeah, it's the truth. Go look it up, nigga.
I ain't never heard that, man.
Go look it up, nigga. You don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth, nigga.
I ain't never heard.
Go look it up, nigga. Go look it up.
Hey, Wally, you know what? Hey, Wally.
You don't want to hear the truth.
Hey, Wally, you know what, man? Hey, Wally, you know what, man? Hey, Wally, you know what? When a nigga gets in the ring, when a nigga gets in the ring or on a basketball court, any sport, what he takes in that motherfucker with him is everything he's learned. Everything he's learned, and hopefully more. But what he also takes in there with him is his defects. He takes the shit he can't do, or he can't do it, so he don't take it in the ring with him. But the point I'm trying to make is he takes his good and his bad in that motherfucking ring with him. Now, before he gets in that ring, he's got to sift through that shit and see if that bad shit he's taking in there with him is going to defeat him, his own shit. And so
man,
that applies to.
Look, man, you can't do nothing with deterioration of the body, Joe.
Okay, and let me just say this too. You know what I mean? What I was trying to get to earlier when I said, do you think that Spence can fuck with Bud? Listen, it's not when we talk about athletes. Well, yeah, but we talking about athletes, and we talking about athletes with a keen eye and know the.
Can you put more context on that though? When you speak on that, bro.
Say what?
Can you put more context around that?
What? No, I was talking to Wally and I was saying this. I was trying to tell Wally.
Man, every time I try to ask you, man, Ace jump in, man, and tag team me, man. Won't let
you know what's up, Wally. Man. Your boy Errol Spence got knocked out, nigga. Stop crying, nigga. Stop crying about it. Your boy Errol Spence got his ass whooped, nigga. Your boy Errol Spence got fucked up, nigga.
Stop trying to take
up nigga,
Errol Spence got knocked out, nigga.
Car accident.
Stop trying,
Errol Spence got knocked out, nigga.
Take up for these niggas.
Terence Crawford knocked that nigga out, nigga.
Can he beat him? Yes or no?
Yeah, answer that question. Answer that question.
What you saw Saturday night? Can he beat him? What? That's it.
Answer the question.
What you saw Saturday night? Can he beat Crawford?
Yes or no?
In the rematch?
A rematch, D-match, whatever. No. At 154, at 164, 174, 184, can he beat him?
And the nigga came out there with a net fish on for an outfit. Came out there with a net fish on for an outfit.
Anything
and beat him so bad and told Charlo, you next.
Hey, Wally, and like you said, most motherfuckers don't know what to look for when they're looking at an athlete. What we look for is not what he does, but how the motherfucker does it. How he does it. How does Kobe elevate? How does
Amen, brother. Amen.
You know what I'm saying? How do them motherfuckers do that? How does motherfucking what's his name? Pull down more rebounds than any motherfucker, but the nigga was only Rod.
They gotta put that work in.
Yeah.
They gotta put that work in.
And they put that work in and they practice on that specialty.
It's H money. It's Sports Haven. It's Sports Haven. You're done. It's Sports Haven. Sports Haven. What are you talking about?
Hey, bro, Terence Crawford knocked out Errol Spence. We know what we seen, bro. All you doing is making excuses. I can't wait for this rematch because he gonna get his ass whooped again, nigga. Y'all niggas scared of that rematch, nigga. You don't want no smoke. You turned your back on Errol Spence once he lost to Terence Crawford. Now you rocking with Boots. Now you with Boots, nigga. Yeah, you turned your back on that nigga after one loss, nigga. Get that nigga Butch. Let's go, Crawford. Bud.
Right, Bud. I bet you gonna smoke. We smoke Bud. You ain't smoke no Bud Saturday night, motherfucker.
You was here chatting up your shit. And while you was here chatting up your shit, what happened to your boy? Hey, what happened to your boy? We need a tooth fairy. You gonna put his teeth.
So my audio check, bro. So my audio is low.
Yeah. We need a tooth fairy up in this bitch because his teeth.
Turn your volume up, bro.
What are you talking about, man? Hey,
what I'm saying is you don't want to give no credence to that 120-mile-per-hour car, and he came out.
100, but 100. Wait, hold on.
You don't want to.
100 miles per hour car.
Hold on, when you're dealing with some ignorant niggas that don't know shit.
You want to talk about the car accident, but you don't bring up how Errol Spence was drunk driving. You don't bring up how Errol Spence was drunk driving. That's how he got in that car accident, because he was drunk. He was drunk, nigga. What you mean? The report showed it. He was drunk. He got arrested for DUI. He got arrested for DUI, nigga. You forgot about that?
Alcohol don't make you drive that fast, cuz.
Man, he was drunk. People kill people when they drunk. Nigga, drunk drivers kill people. My auntie got hit by a drunk driver, nigga. Come on with you, nigga.
Alcohol makes bitches' panties come off. Fuck you, man.
I ain't bringing nobody family into it.
Alcohol makes the panties drop. Fuck is you talking about? Alcohol makes you do everything.
Sometimes by force.
Hey, Wiley, Sports Haven. Hey, Wiley, Sports Haven. This is for you. Hey, Wiley, Sports Haven.
But when I'm trying to tell you is,
no more excuses. No more excuses. Hey, no more excuses. No more excuses. We don't want to hear your excuses. Nah. No more excuses. Don't talk about no 100 mile, 20 per hour car. No more excuses.
Yeah, you want to erase that
Listen to this. You chatting shit. No more excuses. You're going to put some respect on Crawford's name. You're going to put some respect on Crawford's name. You're going to put some respect on Crawford's name, man. Hey, listen to this. This is for you.
I'm not taking nothing away. I think that nigga's terrible. I never said he wasn't. I'm saying that the Errol Spence was impacted, but a lot of, and then he had another car accident.
So did he sign the contract? So did he sign the contract? Did he sign the paper? Did he sign the paper to fight Terence Crawford?
Okay,
no, it's a conspiracy.
This is my take, hold real quick, yo. This is my take, bro.
Man, I keep trying to tell you.
I hear you. I hear all that, bro. I hear all that.
Man, when the hell you gonna
listen to Terence Crawford yourself? Hold on, listen to Terence Crawford yourself. Hey, hold on. Listen to Terence Crawford yourself. Hey, Wally, listen to Terence Crawford yourself. Hey, listen to what he did to your boy. Listen to what he did to your boy. Hey, yo, listen to, hey, Wally, listen to what he did to your boy. Listen to what he did to your boy.
We know that the performance, even after the car accident with Errol Spence, right now, hear me out, man. No cutoff, please. Now, the performance with Danny Garcia wasn't 100% or 80% Errol Spence, but he did what he did. He got past Danny Garcia, rightfully so. Hold on, bro, don't cut nobody off, man. Now we gotta take consideration of the car accident, respectfully to your man, bro. On that type of time, but he fought his way back, bro. He got in the ring, he trained hard, you know what I'm saying? He got past Danny Garcia, his best showing with Ugas, you know what I'm saying? So let's not skip over matchups, bro. Although the performance with Bud Crawford wasn't considered best showing,